Cocaine, once again, is a powerful drug. Should have seen that light-skinned pillar there night. Riley should have gone crazy again. Y'all all right? All right, it's too to be here. I'm about to come to Mr. Yahusha. Ain't that right? Y'all were going. I know it's smoked up around here. Well, I need to be hemp air freshener. Ain't that right? You know, that's how you used to keep it anyway in the Mount Dodge. Ain't that right? From the offering, they would have smoke in there. So it'd be good for a lot of stuff, keeping things out. Ain't that right? While we try to usher things in, we're trying to make sure Yahuwah found us worthy in the day of Mashpat, judgment, that he'll accept us into his malchut. Ain't that right? In his empire. The only way to do that is make sure we lining up with the Kitabim, with the writings. Ain't that right? That's how we'll go. I'm trying to make some phone calls, return some. I didn't get to return back. Moving kind of slow. I'm old, but I'm getting around to it little by little. We're making our way around. Make no mistake, in these last Yamin days, that they call it, people are definitely considering. It's late now. It ain't been the time it used to be. People tired of being Christians and Hebrew Israelites and Muslims and non-denomination and everything else. People giving them, people looking for the Amat now. And all right, eventually you're going to consider what you're in, how far it's going to carry you. Do you really believe what you believe and what it's based upon? Is it based upon truth or not? A lot of these people be telling the truth about it. They know it's not. People don't want to trace their stuff back. If they trace it back, they're going to find out how bad it is. Just like family reunion, people only go so far back. Why you mess around, hit a rotten granddad, a filthy uncle, a nasty grandmama, great-great-grandmama, so you only go so far. And that right where you feel like it's far enough for me. But it come down to what we believe, we got to go all the way back. Yeah. And make sure we got it right. Isn't that right? If we hit a stumbling block or stone and we find out something ain't right, we're going to pull it up and find out what's right. We ain't got our mindset that, well, this is all we got. We're going to go with what's right. Isn't that right? At the end of the day, that's why I'm here. I ain't come here to say, well, I don't want to deal with that because that's gonna make me have to change everything I've been doing or get rid of something I'm doing. Whatever it takes to make it in, got to do it. That's the difference between somebody that really mindset on being Kodash versus somebody who just want to be in something. Like Michael Jackson said, you just want to be started something. I don't want to be started something. I want to be in the right thing. Isn't that right? We done made changes. We've been Christian, crippled. Then we moved to Aubrey. Isn't that right? This is it. We go back and we can trace our lineage back. We know where it come from, where it derived from, where it started. And the people say, well, Hebrew started. Yeah. Well, that was in the beginning. Now you just told a lie. Adon would not know Hebrew. Quit telling lies. He wasn't even Aubrey. Isn't that right? Hello? You can't do that till you get to the other side. People trying to confess and they don't even know what they believe. How you gonna be? How was he Aubrey? We talking about the other side. Hello? The book said, therefore we know that we have passed from Mut unto Kai, death to life. How? So what we do at that point? Aubrey crossed over. I don't know what people doing. We cross over. These people trying to profess something that don't even make sense. How could he be Aubrey? Where did he cross over to? Ain't that right? When he passed over, he crossed over to Mut. Ain't that right? He moved him from the garden, from what they call the garden, from the garden. He put that man in a place where he was going to Mut. You know, a suffering affliction. You know, right? Thorns and thistles. He meant to cut him off and make his way hard. We are bereaved. Yes, sir. Hello? Y'all all right? Y'all are the Aubrey, ain't you? Yes, sir. All right, we are the Yahudim. Don't go and tell that man he wasn't Yahudim either. Isn't that right? Yeah, the way this thing got established. That's right. Yahuwah, he purposed this thing for us, ain't it? Yes, sir. Now, I ain't going to tell no lie. He did obtain a good report through Amanah. Yeah. But you ain't going to believe it. He didn't receive the promise. He couldn't receive the promise. He told the man, isn't right? That man didn't tell, if he went and ate from the other ox, that man was going to receive the promise of eternal Kai. Yeah. He didn't receive it. But all of he ain't having provided some better thing for us. Yes, he can't be made Tamim without us. None of them people, they can't be made Tamim without us. That's right. Hello? Yes, sir. I don't know what these people doing. This ain't nothing new. This a pattern he been had. That's right. When he brought our people out of Mizraim, he established a barak with those people, didn't he? He said, I don't establish with your benin that had not known and hadn't seen. Then he came right back and grafted us in. Right. He said, I established this yum with those that are here and those that are not here. Isn't that right? Let them know you couldn't be made perfect if it wasn't for it. If y'all were right, he would have never made a second one. Right. That's what Aubrey told him. Right. Say if the first one had been without any faults, there wouldn't have been no need for the second one. Right. If all them people had made it and came through, wouldn't have been no need for me to be here.
That's right.
Isn't that right? Even Yahusha told, he said, if I had not come spoken to us, they wouldn't have had no kata. So now they ain't got no excuse for it.
That's right.
He said, if I hadn't come done the work, so ain't no other each done it. He testified. He said, had nobody never came done the work he did.
That's right.
Y'all people better come back to what reality is. These folks need us. Ain't that right? We building off of what they got, and they build it, and they want to help establish what they doing.
Yep.
We the seed he came of the promise. Hello?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what these folks thinking about. I'm trying to tell you. He told Abraham he was going to barak all Goyim. How? All right, through that man's seed. He said, oh, I know that's it. He got the wrong. So that the establishment got going cricket over there. Y'all know how that thing got going, don't you?
Yes, sir.
When he told that man he was going to barak all of the Goyim, the nation, by his seed.
That's right.
That's what we're going to receive from him.
That's right.
Don't y'all know these folks can't get nothing except without us?
Yes, that's right. Gotta get with
Man,
us.
what they going to do? Listen, didn't nobody grab the hole in that man's skirt? Not Abraham's skirt. See, y'all done told us, and Zachariah, y'all told us, they're going to grab the skirt of him that's a Yehudi.
That's right.
Because they done heard. I don't know what these folks doing. We ain't never hit no right about grabbing no Abraham's skirt.
Yeah.
They're going to grab one of the Yahudim.
Yes, sir.
Oh, let the Yahudim say so.
Yes, right.
Isn't that right?
Yes, right.
They said the redeemed. Only way you're going to be redeemed, you don't have to be Yahudim.
Yes, sir.
You know, you're redeeming in vain. You ain't Yahudim. Isn't that right? Everybody got to come up under this one.
That's right.
Isn't that right? When they set that ox up on the yum that they crucified Yahusha, y'all better look at what's on the top of that ox.
Yeah.
That said the Malak of the Yahudim.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that what was on there? Everybody had to come and get under that tree. Isn't that right? They had to come sit up under the shadow there.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? We know what we in. These folks that work like Yahusha said they worshiping. They don't know what they worship. We know what we should call. Because he told her where Yahshua come from. He said a Yahudim. Everybody know where it come from, the Yahudim.
Yes, sir.
These folks gonna be Israelite. I say you be better off being a Bud Light.
Yeah.
And at least you get a commercial. And at least you get a commercial for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I couldn't be no Israelite.
That's right.
Isn't that right? I can be a Yasharal. We all descend from Yasharal. But it's a branch that came out from now. That man said that's the one everybody had to take hold to.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? He told you a branch was going to seed out from now.
Right.
Isn't that right? That branch is going to have all the knowledge and everything you need. Hello?
Yes, sir.
I just want to make sure y'all know what y'all got. I don't drop my head from nobody. When somebody tell me Hebrew, I don't even pay that stuff no attention. I ignore that stuff. I don't be listening to that stuff. I just let them keep on talking. I already know you know what you're talking about. Where your stuff derived from?
That's right.
No, you can't use, listen, they can't use nothing to justify nothing they talk about. Whole thing just a complete man. But you know what? I'm not blaming them more than I'm blaming our slave captors.
Right.
These people, they couldn't have got their bad information except our oppressors gave it to them.
That's right.
I ain't trying to fight them, just telling the truth. They can't put their stuff back into where it derived from. It don't even make sense if they sit down and try to tell you where it come from. What we got is a way of life. Hello? They attach there to a color. We're attached out to a way of life. I don't know what they got. Everybody on the roster was black. He ain't saved everybody. He's dispersed those people and separate them. So we ain't going to go with the color. We're going to go with the lifestyle. Isn't that right? They the one fooled us and told us, what is Hebrew? Hebrew mean black. Show me where it said it at. And then if you go look the word and find it, it's going to be in a white man book and a white man definition. That's how they made a fool. Think of it. How many of y'all taught Hebrew meant black? We ain't look. That's what they told us. See, Hebrew is the black people. Where you get it from?
Right.
Everybody on the roster was black.
That's right.
I don't know what they made a fool of us. Don't y'all know religion is one of the biggest dividers and destroyers of people? They can go and look at all these countries that tore from Afghanistan, Iraq to what's the other one? It's been to Libya, Lebanon, all these places tore because of religion. Because of religion. White people, Hispanic people, with the Spaniards, all these people, the Greeks, and these rotten Romans are the reason why everybody's divided.
Yeah.
Everybody fighting, we can fight and kick. Go tap your neighborhood. Go look at who done it to her.
Yeah.
They gave her religion and they gave us drugs.
Yeah.
If you're on a medication, you, sir, you, ma'am, are a drug user.
Yeah.
That's automatic. You're going to tell somebody talking about shooting up heroin and you shooting up insulin. We all drug users. That's how they control our minds and weaken people. What do they do to tell impoverished neighborhood? What you always find in the ghetto? What do you find? Think about your answer. What do you find in projects, in poor neighborhood, low income neighborhood? An abundance of it. Think of your answer. Why is that? Which is going to lead to what? Mass incarceration. Which is going to derive to what? It's going to be robbery and thefts and burglary. Because they do it. Then they come through with their lily white suit with a piss poor religion. White Jesus at the door knocking. 7-day Adventist. So you been going somewhere for 7 days, you ain't made it yet. Nigga, get up in front of my door. Nigga walk 7 days, ain't got there yet. Get away from my door. You know, Jehovah's Witness. I ain't seen it. A witness is somebody that done heard or seen something. Get away from my door telling them lies. I ain't heard nothing, ain't seen nothing. That's how they break you down. Then they give you poor Jesus to make you to succumb to your sickness. If our people ever got conscience and got a brain, those people got to understand. I ain't got no fight with them people. That's why the Taliban come on. You know what? Keep watching white folk news. I watched one of the leaders. That man clearly told them folk. He said, first of all, this is propaganda. There's no killing in Kabul. He said, we're going to have a peaceful. Do y'all know that he ordered all their troops to stand outside and let them people leave? He said, anybody want to leave, you can leave Afghanistan. You can leave Kabul. Listen, he ordered them, do not go into Kabul. Let them people take all their stuff and get out. He said, we will have a peaceful transfer. This is propaganda that they're telling y'all. We're not killing these people. Wow. Let me get, anybody who ought to double check, everybody ought to be the Negro. Now, the same white man that fought him and hated him is saying, we're going to have to work with the Taliban. Which story we gonna get? How you work with terrorists? I thought the politics, we don't negotiate with terrorists. But they couldn't be terrorists when they came to Texas and stayed at George Bush's house, didn't they? Pull that up and see if we find that about from. I want to just know what these the same terrorists that stayed at George Bush's house. We need George Bush back. So we can get these gynecologists back to their love. That's what he told me, he grabbed their chair. He said we need to get them back to their love. Tits and vagina. Listen, why these folks talking about all these pharmaceutical companies you can't sue, who are giving you these drugs and making a fool out of these people? All these people take their vaccination. I ain't mad at some of my members going to take it. I know that's what you're going to believe. I know they're going to take it. Listen, they're going to sneak. They're going to take it. That's fine, though. When your behind come up dead, I'm going to straighten your pocket. I'm just telling, let me tell you something. Y'all do know these people are popping up in these hospitals because of these blood clots. Yep. Not just him. This stuff is rampant all over the place. There are countries that have already expelled in Moderna. They don't want this stuff in there because they don't saw it has affected their people. What was it? I'm trying to think of that country that got rid of. Who was it? Was it Japan just got past? They just threw away 1.7 million doses of that garbage. Guess what they found out? The whole batch was contaminated. Now, I wonder did they make that stuff there in Japan? See, they don't talk about it. Can we see if we can find that story? They just got rid of 1.some million of the stuff. When they checked it, the whole thing had been contaminated. Let me tell y'all dumb people in these other countries. These crackers killing us. What you think they're going to do to you? A slant-eye? Head made like a moon pie? Let me tell you something. Let me say this. It's funny, but let me say that when I say this. The only reason I'm saying that because I'm going with the appearance that I see. I ain't saying that it's going to be offensive, but let's just be practical. What do I see? I see slant eye. This is what we say. People say round pie head. You think a white man see more than I see? My vision of you, my perception of you came from my captive. Your vision of me, the same thing. My nappy hair, my wide nose, my black, dark, burnt skin. He giving me and you the same thing, and both of us look like animals. This man gonna kill all these people. They just too dumb. Listen, I'll tell you that cracker. When Haiti tried it, what happened to Haiti? President got assassinated. When Madagascar told him he didn't want it, they already had the cure, they tried to assassinate him, they couldn't get through. These people are assassinating people that fight them on this poison. Y'all go ahead and get it. Listen, y'all grown. I ain't gonna fight y'all, you can go ahead and get it. When you kill them, I'm going in your pocket though. This man ain't nothing. Listen, if it was so good and it was so safe, why you can't sue the people that made it? That's right. How did you get rid of the right to sue? But he ain't the first person. This came from George Bush. People don't remember, in George Bush term, he came along that you can't sue these medical doctors. These doctors got together under George Bush administration and got him to reduce what you could sue for. Yeah. Most of the folks don't remember that, though. Yeah. Don't y'all know this always been applied? Don't y'all know these doctors are getting sued all the time for malpractice? And they start saying it's hurting their insurance. They can't get insurance. They can't practice. He came and said, look, we're going to cut down what you can get so you can keep killing these people. You need suits on the table. When suit on the table, now you hold a person responsible. If I ain't responsible for what I do, what's going to make me stay? What's my discipline? Ain't nothing going to happen to me. What's going to make me do right? What's going to make me make sure I do enough clinical study? What's going to make me make sure I do enough research before I put it out here? I ain't going to get sued. Ain't nothing going to happen. Throw it out there and let them practice on them. These folks going to be in these houses like mad dogs after a while. If you got a spouse, they got it. I'll go to, come on, hypothetical. Come on, I can't use it. I usually, come on, hypothetical. If me and you both got the shot, do like that. Put your hand in my head like that. That's how we go to sleep. The first one cut the food, blow their brain out. I ain't playing with you. I ain't gonna give you no chain to kill me with that stuff. Bow, bow, bow. Mad dog. All I'm gonna do is go in there and get some shaving cream, put it around your mouth. They'll figure it out later. They be like, they might have been playing a joke, so I couldn't take no chance. When I woke up, they were foaming at the mouth. I just started blasting. Don't let these folks make no fool. Give it a little time. When they listen, these same people that claim they done their research, there are other people that done research. These same people that claim they're extra, don't y'all know there are other people that's challenging them, telling them I would debate them on any platform. They've already talked to the Senate, and the Senate won't even show you. They've been to the Senate. They've already talked to them to explain that there's nobody you have that know more about the disease than me. They don't know what they're talking about. These people are lying. The masks don't work. They already told them. These people dying. Haters got hit again today. Oh, they got, what, another earthquake? Mister, who ain't done? 5 weeks, your president been assassinated by America. On top of the other people, the pharmaceutical company. Then you got hit with an earthquake. Now you must see who will hit you again. It ain't just hating. Listen, everybody got to get right. The Negro had put everything on the white man. We some dirty niggas now. You ain't got no more low-down folks than us. This whole problem we got with the white man, the Asian man, and everybody else, it's been because of the action and the deeds of our fathers. And we are the children of these rotten people. Nobody want to talk about that. The Negro guilty. Oh, now, listen, I'm a proponent of how racist, how rotten this man is. But you got to ask yourself, for Mr. Yahuwah to give us an oppressor like that, what kind of nigga are we? Did we ever think about that? What kind of nigga you got to be that I put a person over you that cruel and that violent? Cut the camera on, I'll beat you, choke you, watch you die, shoot you down, hand in and plant stuff on you, drag you behind car, hang you in jail. What kind of nigga we got to be? We ain't even talked about that, have we? That's a tight question. We all agree that cracker dirty? Oh, yeah. He low down. Him this, but what kind of nigga we got to be? Have we ever thought about that? Yes, sir. What kind of nigga am I? That you will put this type of person over me. I cry, I pray, I do all these things, and yet this oppressor stays over me. What kind of person am I? Let me tell you something. Eub, they call Job. Job is, J-O-B is Job. For whatever reason, they can convince a nigga and think they educated. Think about it. These niggas get a book and call it Job, and it's J-O-B for Job. Who can give you that? Man, they'll go to the book and say the book of Job. Nobody go and say, man, I can't find Job. There's a book in here called Job. Think about how many of y'all accepted his name was Job in that book, and you turned straight to Job. How many of y'all looked at it and said, hold on for a minute, this ain't right. This book said Job. Not one of us. What did that tell you how easy it is to manipulate the minds of the Negro? To show you you're not that smart. These folks teach you syllables, consonant, vowels, all this stuff, and you still just don't know. That's how dangerous religion is. You walk by, you see a sign, now hiring for Job now. How many of y'all went in there and started crying? I'm in here for Job. How many of y'all ever done it? You couldn't see job. Turn your newspaper and say, look at this. Oh my God. Hey, thank you, Jesus. They recognize they got a whole page in here dedicated to Job. Job, how many of y'all ever done that? How is it you distinguish Job out there and Job in him when you look in that book? And it's the same word he manipulates you with. Now you have to ask yourself, how many other words do he manipulate you with? Because you know why you bought into it. He can show you how dumb we are. That he can teach you something and come back and enunciate another way and to get enough people to say it, you'll buy into it. They had a study one time. They put some people in a room. Some of you might have seen it. All of the people in the room were part of the assignment. One person that wasn't. They wrote an answer and put it up on there, and the guy looked, everybody answered, and it was completely wrong. And the person, he looked at it, he was trying to figure out, and you know he just automatically went with what they said. They showed you how, listen, he looked at it and knew the answer was wrong. He looked, but everybody, they were saying, duh, I forgot what, everybody agreed. He looked, he said, yeah, and he agreed right to what they said. They took him out, they used another person, showing you that the average person will go along with what the majority does. How you think they beat us? The average nigga is a Christian. The average nigga is a baboon when it comes down to thinking and rationality. So if you got the sense not to be a baboon and have rationality, then you know what? You go along with the masses. Why do you think he put your numbers in? Listen, when he built the projects, which was supposed to be a place that they were providing for people, a lower income to get them started, it was a nice urban built building right near the city, inner city. He put people in there that were destructive. He started putting people, it was for home for families. He started putting people in that had broken families. Then people in there when it was a two-parent home, one would leave or either they would escape it because you're going to have to succumb to it one way. You don't realize me, you, and the kid got to get out. Let me ask you something. How many of y'all remember Good Time? How many two-parent families you saw on the show?
One.
All the JJ friends, all the Michael friends, all the Thelma friends were one-parent home. You saw how hard it was for them? Eventually, Jane had to leave. He got killed. And guess what they did? They succumbed to their area, to their environment. They stayed there. I know it's a show. They kept them there. Y'all know why Jane left? And Florida was a big proponent for fighting about that show. When they actually brought that show out, they actually got her. She came from a show called Maude. I remember Maude. That's where she came from. She was real voiceful for being a maid. It was a white, strong-minded white woman and a strong-minded black woman who was a maid. When they came up with the show Good Time, she demanded that they have a strong father in the home. She would not let them put that show with her in it without a man being in it. Jane was a proponent about how that show should be done. You know they were going to take Thelma. How many of y'all remember that post in the 70s of Farrah Fawcett? Her bikini, she was sit there, that pretty face. See if you can pull it up right quick, Bob. Let me see it. She got clothes on. The 70s ain't do just quite butt naked. She's still a hoe now. But there's some clean hoes out there. Listen, brother, these hoes clean. I don't know what y'all brother waiting on. See, the stuff you need to know they don't tell you about. See, a lot of these people, and that's why they had such a divide with that show. You know, they played the show, but they didn't agree with the show. Oh, they fought him a lot of times on that show. Norman Lear, he was the creator of that show. Norman Lear, the creator of Archie. Archie Bunker. Y'all remember Archie Bunker? That racist white man? That was his uncle. He actually created that show off his uncle. Oh, yeah, his uncles were like that. And we all laughed and giggled and played. I remember my mom and dad used to watch it because that's how I watched it. They pulled it up. They create shows. See, that white folk races can still make money, still be celebrated, and still be admired, and we just niggas don't realize this is a real, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's just a show. Calm down. Quit trying to be so pro-power and proactive about your color and race when the whole time the show was created off of a racist white man.
That's right.
That he made millions and millions and millions of dollars of, which means Archie spread that rhetoric to other whites.
Yep.
What do you think the purpose was of letting them see it? For whites that didn't understand how you should be toward us and how we should, he said, hey, Jefferson, you colors. How you get a house in this neighborhood? So other whites, when they saw you matriculated start to grow and you start to venture out in their neighborhood, then you run into the Archie Bunker series. See, this is where a nigga come at. The Willie Lynch syndrome that don't exist. Ain't no cracker that had no 1700 wrote no letter like that. That's a letter wrote from a nigga in the 70s.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
How many of y'all heard Willie Lynch? Willie Lynch, that's all you talking. Don't even exist. It was made up. Did they win and employ? How many of y'all not familiar with the Willie Lynch syndrome is? Or the Willie Lynch, who Willie Lynch is? So everybody knows you don't know who he is? Willie Lynch was a man that they believed that they had gone out the other white slavers and got this white man to come over to teach them how to keep their slaves and to divide them. He taught them supposedly, this is how white folk pray, that he taught, let me borrow you for a minute. Come borrow you. Set Cam, hold on, think about it before you come. You come up, you been good. Cam, how we gonna do? We ain't pulling that car. You trying to sue me from that car wreck yesterday? You thought too long. Come on, we're gonna try it. So what you're dark but not darker, the divide would be to get you not to like him. Do you like him though? He pretty good. You like you there to think about it, because I'm having problems. Do you like him? He okay? But if I start to show him favor, come here, I like you. You real good. You want anything I can help you out? I was trying to get to the point of trying to, so eventually what it's supposed to look, he won't really focus on me, he'll focus more on him. No doubt he's some kiss behind nigga, suck up nigga, because how I let him do and I kind of dress him. But then it come down to doing him, I just kind of keep moving, I kind of ignore him. Don't help him. So now this psychology is supposed to get in his mind to where he will dislike him and I have nothing to do. When I do so, I try to break him up, try to help him be friends, but I know how to divide them. And I look like the peacemaker when the whole time I created the rhetoric. Y'all got it? That's good. So this is what the white man tried to tell you, that this is some other white man he employed that came in and done this. White men have just done this on their own. One thing they use on y'all all the time, and what's sad, that most of y'all, how many of y'all going to college? You're going to have to take psychology. Because it's Greek. Greeks play with the mind. It's all about the mind. Listen, politics, everything's about the mind. It's about the mental. Everything's about the mental. That's how they beat us out. See, they'll let you go. This is how white people show you that they've dominated you, okay? They've dominated you to the fact that I can take you to these universities in these places, let you learn it, and you still ain't smart enough to catch it. It's all about manipulating the mind. They want a thing, they start to categorize, they use the mind. How many of y'all familiar with socialism, communism? Good. Karl Marx is who they're going to kind of relate to this. Karl Marx uses 3 branches of how they got to beat you out. They're going to use historical facts. He's going to use on you. He's going to use like psychological anthropology, how we pronounce it. They'll use all these things where they're going to come in and learn how to control the mind and how the mind works. That's how they beat you out. They already know what we think. They take things from you and don't allow you to have things, then let you see things. What are you working to try to get? How many of y'all working to try to get a house? Why? You know the answer is? Because I want a house. Do you need a house? Is it necessary to have a house? Yeah, but that ain't going to be the answer. They ain't said that's not the answer. They're going to say, yeah, you're going to agree to it. So a lot of times they get you to get you to strive after things you don't really know why you're going to get it. It's the fact that they show it to you. See, they employ people like, let me see, Sigmund Freud. What's this boy with this crazy hair? White boy. Einstein. His nephew. They went and employed these people and brought them here. They actually taught them how to make people buy things. To teach you that things made you feel better. First thing you have to learn how to do is feel better about yourself. You know who you'll get to buy into a lot of psychosis? People that don't feel good about themselves. So they'll buy drugs and alcohol. They'll go and get things to think it'll repair and fix things where they got inner hurts. You know what I'm saying? And abuses, and it doesn't. Then they need more things and more things, so they drive for things they're never looking at, fixing the inner hurt. You'll pay people. You think a psychiatrist is going to sit down with you and kill your problem like this at $60 an hour? Nigga, you finna be coming back every time I see you. Then there's medications I'm going to put you on, because everybody uses drugs. Yeah, they're going to medicate you. Oh, goodness, y'all got kind of quiet on me. See, nobody want to think, though, do we? Nobody want to think about, what kind of person are you? The reason you subscribe to this is that you think that white people can help you. That you think these people care about you. They cared about you, they'd have left you where you at. Hello? You seen folks sitting around eating themselves up and green monkeys scratching them, and they nasty, they don't take baths and got fleas, and they look like animals. How many of y'all want to jump out and help them? How many now you think about it, you want to jump out and help them? What makes you think white people better than you or think better than you do? White people seen people that were prospering. White people seen people that had institutions, had educational establishment, had an economy that knew how to trade and do business. People that were skillful in honey and agriculture. See, these names get you now. You don't realize agriculture, all this stuff, they stole it from us. They just put bigger titling on it. Well, agriculture, the word, nigga, quit being stupid. It don't mean the act didn't happen. It's their word, but the act was happening. Right. White people beat y'all because they'll put a name on something. Right. It don't mean we weren't doing it. How are we getting things? We had to trade. You didn't have every individual have everything, so you traded for things. Right. What they call it? Bartering? Bartering. What was it? Borders, whatever we call them. Bartering, whatever we call them. That's the same thing these people do, trade. Kids did it. We played marbles. You want a marble? Somebody said, well, give me 2 of yours for this one, for $100. Bartering, that's how, y'all remember, who remember stuff like that? My parents weren't taking no stuff, buy no marbles. I came up with my marble, nigga, lost one, you get them, you stack them, collect, then you trade out some for somebody. They say they want that cat eye. They get that cat eye. What you give me for this one? Think about even kids, we did it. You traded toys. Trade information out for information. I tell you a secret, you tell me one. That's how we, listen, and now they came along and looked like the white man is the developer of this system. He's a thief. Yep. He's a thief. He just put it back in your face and you don't know any better. Yep. Hello? Yep. That man give you what? Executive, legislative, and judicial. Thank you. I always want an uninvited congregation that pop in. Triumvir. Triumvir. All right now, triumvir. After a while, I start preaching. Now, anybody believe that, you ignorant? All they're doing is just dispensing information. I'm always dispensing information. Triumvir. Okay? So that's how they get you. So this is a three-dimensional system that they set up, three-phase system they set up. I don't want to say it's the Latins that actually established that. And so the white man come along, he give you an executive, legislative, and a judicial branch, and look like he created something. He stole it from them. These people got it from us. So they just put up on a different terminology or name and change it over and look like they're the originator or something. White people haven't originated nothing. Even with chaos has been here. They just get it and learn how to master it and use it against you. Right. The only thing that hurt the black man, the so-called Negro, he hadn't learned how to sit down and think for himself. Start to sit down and look at, you're now considered to be educated, a bright star, future student, well, under his system. You'll be a complete dummy with us because you don't know how to survive. You don't understand how we were one with nature. Right. Isn't that right? White man, until he comes in, he destroyed it if he don't know it. He don't know how to work with it and adapt to it and accept it, especially when it was there before. What did I done walk in with a spear, start killing animals? Chew, I ain't never seen you before. Chew. He told him, come to him and name. He said, give him names. Put shims on them. Isn't that right? Learn what you're dealing with. Isn't that right? And understand what you did. Embrace it. White people don't do it. White people kill it. If they get something and try to put it down and try to scientifically understand it, they're going to change it. First thing I want to know how to change is sex. How to get in mind, try to make it procreate with something else and throw everything out of chain. That's why the whole place been destroyed now. They can't say, what did Adam look like? I'm going to take this giraffe, make it have sex with the elephant and see what they create. No, I'm going to leave the elephant with the elephant. He told everything he made after his kind. Right. Everything, that's the kind it is. Leave it like it is. I didn't create it, he made it, and that's what he wanted. Leave it like it is. They can't accept it. When they go somewhere, everybody has to come and change. This is what he got you and how he made you. You know what you new niggas are? You're savages. How many that's insulting? That's insulting. You know what that is? You're not up under their discipline. What's your mind thing when I called you a savage? What would you think of savage? Terrible person. You're right. What did you got? Savage. Cannibal? What you got for it? Jeffrey Dahmer. When they ever call him a savage? Because it wouldn't be. Just wouldn't be. You're not up under their discipline. That's all it is. Anytime I see white men come, these people are savages. because I'm not under their rhetoric. I'm not under their discipline. They don't control you. Isn't that crazy? Yep. But you naturally think, what is a savage? Somebody with a knife head, they go around, they eat kids, and they roast human beings on fires. That's how he beat you out. That's right. It sounds bad enough that you don't want to be one, so you will let him do what? Domesticate you. It means to be untamed by humans. Is that really a bad word now? No. Untamed by these people. Now, he would never call you a savage now, would he? Why? You've been tamed. That stuff that crocker do with that lion laying in the cave, rolling in the grass. Let me bring him one. Said, roll in the grass with this one. He said, that's a savage beast. That beast savage. He gonna kill it. He like, I don't go for that. You want to roll in the grass? I'll kill you. I don't subscribe to that. That's how he doesn't subscribe to that. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. Christianity, you should be a savage to it. Yep. That you don't subscribe to it. He captured you in the name of Christianity. That's right. When did the Ku Klux Klan say were non-denominational? Yeah. Yahudim. Islam. What religion did they subscribe to? Who were they killing you in the name of? Who were they representing? What were they bringing to burn in your yard? And I'm going to get one and put it around my neck. And I hate them. Them crackers, they wrong. And you got a cross around your neck. Right. You pray to the same white man he came in the name of. You know why? Because you're not a savage. Well, come on. Hey, y'all remember years ago they show you the lion at the circus, and the big thing will be, oh, my, watch this. See, come on. Give me a hand clap. Give me a hand clap. Y'all saying that? Woo. And you sit in your chest, oh, I hope you don't bite him. He's not a savage. He's been tamed. But look at how you said silence, you had a fear. You think this crack's going to do a death-defying act that's going to kill him? First thing I'm going to make sure he's not savage. Before I give you a gun permit and let you go in the store and buy a gun, admit as you won't. You think you're a savage? You think I'm going to let a savage go buy guns? When they tried to domesticate the Indian, you know what they kept away from them? Guns and alcohol. Because when that alcohol got him, he started to consider his woes. He started to consider what he did to him. It was illegal to get Indians liquor. Because when he got drunk, he looked at their problems and look at what this man done to him. He got guns. He's on the warpath. He's on the warpath. Then you think about why would he take a axe and chop this man's head off? Maybe he wanted to get in his mind. So something wrong with you. Something in your head got to be twisted, and I want to take it off from you. Right. He thought the man was a savage. Yep. The man, why would he want to chop his head? Why do he want to chop his leg off? He realized, nigga, your mind bad. That's right. You got a bad mind. Bad mind. That you'll come and you'll oppress people and kill women and kids and put diseases on them. That's chop right. Your head off. That's right. He showed it to you in the movie. First thing you do, kill them Indians. Yep. John Wayne. Yep. Clint Eastwood. One white boy every time. Yep. Kill all the Indians. Then all the Indians respect them. You good, clean white man. You not like other. We respect you when you kill us. Your bullets are sacred to our body. Only white man get that. Only white man convince you to watch stuff like that. And it's always a good one. And it's always a good one. These folks get us and make a fool out of it. We need to be savages. Savage, untamed. That's right. You know, we tried our best to make him accept us and not feel like we are a threat to him. But what does he do to make you feel like he's not a threat to you? Where the white arms open of acceptance? The white arm open of forgiveness. I want you to forgive me. I don't want you to ever feel that I'm a threat to you or a hurt to you or your family and your people. Whatever I can do to show myself. You've done it. That's why you're going to school and got this college and why you change your conversation. That's why you learn how to spell and change your vernacular. Hello? That's why you move to your neighborhood. So he drive through, he don't say, poor dumb niggers, poor sick niggers, poor broken home niggers. You've done all that so he can accept you. Let me ask you a question. How's that going? How's that going anyway? What's your success rate? You can work in this man's field. You can get a badge, a gun. You can get a doctor uniform. You can wear a firefighter uniform. You can put on a suit and tie. You can be a preacher and teach this man religion. You can go sit on that man's Senate, his Congress, and you can work in the White House and even matriculate to this man president, and he's still going to kill you because you're a nigga. So I'm asking you, how well is that going? We used to work under him. Now you can work and be over him. And he can tell you your face. They'll let you go before they let him go. Yeah. Or her go. You can be over them. They'll let you go before they let them go. Yeah. That's right. They'll still have more power than you got. That's right. That's right. So how well are their feet going that you got? Not going well at all. How's this working out for you? Ask yourself, how's it working out for you? You pray to the same God that he told you he didn't want you to pray to. Now he make you pray to him. Which one is it? He didn't believe, he don't like niggas, he don't want niggas, then he make a nigga go to him and serve him anyway. What's wrong with our minds? Right. The psychosis that you'll force yourself on somebody. White Jesus didn't want you. That's right. White Jesus wanted you locked up. White Jesus wanted you hung. White Jesus wanted you drugged. White Jesus wanted your home broke up. White Jesus wanted to rape your kids. White Jesus wanted your house broke down. And a nigga would go back on his knee and beg Jesus to come into his heart. Jesus, if you would be so kind, please don't come in my heart. Everywhere you came, you have left destruction, hatred, ill will, malice. Huh? Everywhere he's come to. And you're going to invite him in your heart? Enough of that. Now they don't like me. Now they don't like me. Good, I don't like you either. That's right. Everybody don't like me. I sure you don't like you either. That's right. I don't like you either. I just want the truth. At the end of the day, I want the truth. If I can accept the type of person I am, the reason I have this type of person over me, and I'm only letting you know and being so descriptive about how he is, so we can really embrace, so we can change who we are. Yeah. We were some bad people. Yeah. Bad people. And we still got bad people about us. And you know what? We'll overlook these people so we can attack the credibility of the white man. When are we going to address the type of people we are? When Yahuwah came back to let us know about what we've done, he said, only admit that you've gone wrong. Only admit that you missed them all. You missed them all. Hello? Only admit that you missed them all. Huh? Hello? So I didn't mark you. You know, even with Cain, he marked him that nobody would kill him, nobody touch him. There would be death to anybody that killed Cain. That they call Cain. He put it, say anybody touch it, put a mark on it. Where your mark at? Your mark is gun you down and kill you. You live in that society. Let me tell you something, you always got to be conscious of what's going on around you. You guys floated, you just came here, you think that? Anytime them people ride behind, they pull you over, that's a death warrant for you. And these people can tell lies themselves, say, oh, we were told before, just talk, don't talk back, don't say nothing. It's been people that didn't get a word out of their mouth and they killed them. And make sure you comply. It's been people complied. Can you give me your insurance card? They know your insurance card in your pocket. Your license in your pocket. Where's your insurance card at? So when you go to read, good! Down. When they put them on the stand, they tell them, based upon my training, I encountered the suspect, and the suspect was irate, agitated, and fidgeting. And typically in our training, when we see this is usually a person that's on drugs, some type of medication, mind-altering, and usually they're associated with having a weapon. It don't have to be a gun. It could be a knife. It could be a straight razor. And when you're trained, and nobody on the jury is a police officer, all these people are citizens who don't know nothing. They watch TV. They watch Law and Order. Elliot Stable is unstable. Elliot is unstable. He should never have a gun. He should never be on him. How many? He's unstable. He beat up too many suspects. He gets out of himself. He gets in himself too much. He wound up hurting suspect. Still, he should have been fired. But anyway, So when they bring up these situations, these people not trained, they bring up one more that come in and say, yeah, we are typically say that you got to act this quick. Because in that quick, it can happen, somebody can kill you. And then people say, oh. So officer vindicated. January the 6th, where were they training?
Got a point.
Take your gun, kill you with it. Take your baton and beat you with it. Nothing told you to shoot. Nothing told you to unholster your weapon for your own protection. Showing you white people pick and choose what they want to do. They give you training and said, take your gun, shoot you with it. Take your baton, beat you with it. Do not unholster. Florida, 2 teens with AK-47 shooting out the door. Your trainer tell you to stand behind a tree. Oh, God, please. I don't want to do this, God. Please, please, God. Do not shoot. Shh, shh. Do not shoot. What training is? What training this is now?
Right.
Why we can't get that training when it's us?
Right.
They pick and choose. Those 2 incidents should have been enough to make niggas go wild.
Yep.
Niggas go back to savages. We're done with your training.
Yep.
We're done with your taming. It's time for us to take care of ourselves. Yep. We can blame the white man. Yes, he bears some responsibility. But fault's in us. Yep. See, it's time for us to feel better about ourselves. So we got to educate ourselves about ourselves. The type of people we were intended to be, the type of people we turned out to be, then to come back and try to change the dynamics. To get us back to what was his intent. That's what I'm looking for when I come. I'm trying to find out where was the breakdown. Because I'll read about all this you get, all this I want you to have, nobody be able to stand against you, all this stuff you're getting, you won't be sick. Then I'm sitting here, I'm sick of it. I'm sitting here, I'm depleted, stuff missing, I ain't got enough of stuff always something going on, but I'm hearing him saying I'm supposed to get there. What do you think this intent was? It was to make me draw further away from him and not to recognize that a part of this is my actions. It's because of my knowledge is why I'm not receiving these things. He said, you have not because because what? Who told you how to ask? Who they told you to ask? That's Jesus. And then you ain't getting it. Why all you have to do is ask Jesus. He never told you to ask Jesus. But see, all this miscommunication to get y'all, so you know what this would do? This was to make me burn out and just leave the whole thing altogether. I don't believe in nothing. Because I tried it, it didn't work. Have you tried Jesus? He's all right. How is he all right? Nigga took you on the worst voyage you ever been on. Who that Earth, Wind, and Fire tried to tell about, come on, get on a fantastic voyage? But that first ship messed us up so bad. Who was that, son? Who was that? His Grand Sister Station. Who sung Fantastic Voyage? Lakeside sung it. Lakeside. I couldn't remember Lakeside. Look, they tried to tell her to come on a Fantastic, but the nigga was scarred so bad from slavery, we wasn't doing no more ship ride. We got told before it was a Fantastic Voyage, didn't it? And we met the captain of that vessel. we done. We were done. Think about it. It messed us up. That boy been so when somebody tried to ask about a Fantastic Voyage, man, it's like a slave ship. That's how much damage has been done to us here, and the psychosis that is derived from his teaching. We talked about another word, euthanasia. Y'all familiar with euthanasia? Who wrote that song, that album? Tupac. Euthanasia. It's a Greek word. He right. Then we got to look at mom and try to figure out what's going on at home. Why did that right? Ian said, that's what I'm saying. I tell you, you can't come up with this stuff by yourself. So now you start looking at euthanasia. You get an animal. The animal is sick, can't be healed, or suffering. You know what a vet would tell you they need to do?
Put it down.
Euthanize. Euthanize. Well, they're going to come in and they're going to give them a shot to make the death comfortable. This is what white people have done to us. Euthanasia. It actually means good death. EU means good. You know what the Europe people call themselves?
EU.
Huh? Where that come from, Chris? They're saying they're good. You think they just hyphenating or using acronym, but it actually stands for good. The euthanasia actually means death. It means a good death. Hello? Relief from suffering. And you know what white people feel like when they put a bullet in your head? Look at you. You're a nigger, you're a coon, play with your green monkeys, probably marry a sister or something, probably raping kids and all, and raping, I hear him raping white women and all, looking at him lusting. So if I shoot him, I'm actually euthanizing it, and I'm giving him a good death. You got to tell yourself, what can make a man just go shoot a man for no reason, then still want to come back to work the next morning and do the same job, keep doing it, and thinking, and he has no regrets? He thinks he's doing something good because he's taking some more poisonous people rhetoric and their writings, and he's inducing you with it. Y'all remember years ago in the 70s, how were they killing people in prison when they gave you the death? So how were they giving it to you? No, they was giving them the electric chair. Electric chair. They looked at that were painful. So they came out with euthanizing, where they create these sentences that they put into a needle and inject you with them, and each one works simultaneously to start to break your body down. The verse in this one don't kill you. First of all, we want to make you comfortable. How many of y'all, most of these people don't, it's not one shot. They actually give you more than one. It's to make you comfortable. You know what people that smoke crack will tell you? It make them feel good. It's a form of euthanasia. It's a good death. Keep drinking till you get cirrhosis of the liver. It's a good death until it hit. Let me ask you a question. Have these white people tried that stuff to see how it work on them? See, it's only good because white people say it's good. It's good for them. You know, to clean up behind all that mess when somebody been electrocuted and the smell? So they give you something that works better for them and convince you mentally that it's for your own good. When he gets out down, he get ready to beat you. You know, boy, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. You made me do it. You made me do it. So this is in his mind. Master, he go out and tell nigga back over like a pack of hot link. Bleed head. Master didn't even want to do that. That's me. I'm a bad nigga, won't listen. Trying to keep talking about no Africa. Trying to escape. Master Dean won't beat me. And that nigga said, ooh, look at a good old white man. Anybody got some bread for this hot link nigga back? Think about it. Y'all know how many slaves blading themselves? For the abuse they received from their master, women being raped that felt like they deserved it. Most of these people don't know. Do y'all know there are women that are raped when they're raped? They're actually bound to thinking they deserve that? Because that's what kind of person you are. We have some things on our end that need to be fixed. No argument about that. There's never an excuse for what this man had done to us. Okay? I don't mind putting the blame where the blame is. We've done wrong, but this man has no excuse for what he's done. We've taken people and captured people. We ruled over and dominated people. But if we were told that if we took one of these women from among these people, and if we humbled her, that we put her in submission, that we laid with her, he said, then you make her your wife.
That's right.
He said, you cannot put her back into captivity.
That's right.
This cracker took you from your house, humbled you, and put you right back in the shanty.
That's right.
He was told he wasn't supposed to do that.
That's right.
If you humbled her, he said, that's your wife.
That's right.
If your son humbled her, that's your daughter-in-law.
That's right.
So you better think before you react. This man knows what he's doing, and he still punishes you to the other end. I just want you to be conscious. You don't have to believe nothing I said, but what is your present-day situation? Huh? Are you victorious? Or are you a victim? They're supposed to show y'all the Taliban George Bush house. Did we find that? Oh, God, that's tight. That look like I'm lying. All you got to do is look up on the Fahrenheit 9/11. And you see the Taliban come down to Texas to stay at George Bush mansion when he was the governor. Same terrorists. Same people they gone to fight came and stayed here. Listen, they were questioned back then for their domination of women. And you know what? What you call dominating women, they looked and they couldn't respond. You know why? Because they didn't understand what they were talking about. Right. How we dumb? You talking about the reason they had to cover their heads and cover their faces? They can't walk out here with pig fat whole lips. They can't walk with their titties and they behind out talking about what you looking at, nigga. The fact they looked at, what do you think that you're introducing? What do you think going to happen when these men see your body? It's never worked out for them. White women push that on you. Black women buy pants, no rim round. Ain't got no business, ain't no rim. All the crack out. Then she wasn't called the police, said she was raped. So it looked like it was assisted rape. You start off and he just came and helped you. Then they want to holler about something. Am I right? I want to be naked. Well, then take what go along with being naked. That's right. Let me tell you something. Call the police. Somebody broke in my car. You ain't gonna believe they're gonna ask you first. Did they break a window out? Or was it unlocked? Right. Yep. Yeah, but what? Yeah, we agree. It was wrong for them to break in it, but look like you assisted. When they not, you know what I said? In the future, you need to start locking your doors. In the future, you need to keep your purse. They broke my car and stole $100,000. I wouldn't keep $100,000 in my car. I'm just giving you a scenario when I'm saying that. So when you're out here, your butt naked, your titties out, your vagina hair all out, with a tattoo with an arrow running on your back, pointing at your butt crack, talking about right below that you can hit it. Then the man that came out of nowhere and raped you. Your innocent self. Next time I wouldn't have an arrow saying you can hit it right down below the butt cheek. I wouldn't have my titties out. All these things because you actually ate it. That's what they'll charge. If I take this man and we go right here running to go rob a bank, they don't find we get caught. I say, hey, I didn't rob no bank. He robbed it. How did he get there? Did I know? Did I have any idea that he was going to do that? That's going to make me an accessory. So all these women being raped with your butt cracks out and your titties out, you're actually aided and abetted. You assisted the rape. That's what they was against. They got a woman one time, she got raped in a car. I forgot which one of the Islamic country. They beat her. They took her and they whipped her. You know what they looked at? They said, first of all, why was you in the car with a man that wasn't your husband, your brother, or your uncle? They whipped her. And the country, they went crazy. Oh, what did they do? That's it, because they looked at, why were you in the car with some man and he wasn't related to you? They looked at you assisted in a sense. What were you? I don't know you. You that type of person. I ain't have no idea about what type of person you are. No, I didn't. So why would you get in the car with them? Either way this go, this gonna look bad. I didn't know what kind of person they were. Then why were you in the car with them? Right. I knew they were crazy. So why were you in the car with them? Get your behind over here. What's wrong with you? That's right. I know for women right people, they can come, that stuff don't bother me. That you too, you and your mama. Yeah. That stuff don't move me. They put that stuff on white men who care about what they care about. I don't care about what they're talking about. I'm talking about a woman keeping herself where she don't put herself in a bad situation. That's right. I want to see women get dignity and get their self-respect back. That's right. What America will introduce it to Iraq and what they introduce to Afghanistan, anywhere they go, is whoredom. That's right. Yes, sir. That's all they always introduce, whoredom. And I've seen some women draw it on like construction paper, all up the whole leg. I'm trying to figure out, what made you lay down there? So who was drawing all this on your body when you ain't had no clothes on? Right. Got a point. But when I was in that bar, set that nigga been laying on there, jumping around, I'd been working. That's right. That thing poking me. I said, that's what they supposed to be doing. You laying up here naked? I don't want all kind of stuff on your body. That's crazy. It's just crazy. But guess what? A lot of it is people succumb to hurt. That's what it's about a lot of times. You see people just draw all of their body. You might get you one or something or two, but you see a lot of people, they just draw, it's hurt, it's the pain. They're trying to cover up the pain. They're embracing the pain, the hurt. And then when you really mature and you get an understanding, you realize you've bought into the hurt that America has served you, and you come along and you've hurt yourself. A lot of us, we hurt ourselves. All our infliction pain ain't just coming from the oppressor. He just was the person that agitate to get it started. After that, we embraced it and we succumbed to it. So we just continue to add to it. And we see you, whole face drawn on, all down your neck, down both your arm and your hands, and run down your leg, you succumb to it.
Yeah.
You succumb to it. That's not the type of people. We drew stuff in our body too. It was stuff you could take off though. You look at the native, they'll put on stuff when they have their festivals and they have their celebration, but they didn't take it off.
Right.
Because people change. Ideals change. People mature. So you don't make permanent decisions when you're young.
Right.
So a lot of times they got us to hurt ourselves while we were young. And that's why we can't go back and really fix it, because we always keep looking at that hurt. And it doesn't fully ever we don't ever fully just let it go. See, white people can do that. White man can grow a mustache, he a different person. He can grow a beard and no mustache, he a different person. He can grow his hair long, he a different person. He can grow his hair short, he a different. He can do a mullet, he a different person. He can cut it bald head, he a different person. Nigga do all that, you still the same nigga.
That's right.
You can't change. And because you can't see change, you can't embrace it in him. Why you ever seen a white baby look, you said, you look different without a mustache. I ain't recognize you with a beard. You look different with your hair longer. You look different with your hair cut off. I ain't even recognize you. Nigga cut it hair off. You saw, nigga, you bald head.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, you finally let some hair get in your face?
Right.
Oh, nigga, you finally cut that scraggly, ruggedy beard off? Right. You the same person. So you know what you buying to? If you can't change here, then you can't change here. That's how he beats you out. That's how real change starts in here. But it don't start in here until we get that knowledge here. There's information that has to start here, and this is what he fights you and keeps you away from. That's why a drug is his biggest source of killing us. Drug you up and let you watch movies and give you television. Then give you the iconic celebrities who all sickos. What they getting ready to do in Atlanta that weekend? They finna bring out a young jock who too old. Somebody telling he's scrapping. I ain't seen him fight yet. All these folks finna come here that weekend and convince you to go get a shot. Ask her, how many fights you won, Scrappy? All this stuff is ridiculous. I'm just saying, look at these people. They're finna usher. Then on Sunday, they're gonna usher in all of the Christian people. Marvin Sapp, do I really want to mess around that man? He told you he wouldn't even made it. He almost died before the COVID shot came out. He said he never would have made it. And now say he gonna tell you about getting a shot. All these folks, they're going to usher in, they're going to play you on both ends. They're going to play the street nigga and the Jesus only nigga. Yep. To come get a shot. Yep. How detrimental. You got to think, what is the psychosis? Listen, and it's free. Go to one of these nigga concerts and say, I'm trying to come in for free. But they're going to sit here and set all these people up this weekend. You talking about take a major venue and leave it open for everybody who vaccinated, free. They're going to convince these people to get this shot and try to tell them all this comes with if you take the indoctrination. Why these people ain't been doing that free, especially they niggas? Why we couldn't have done that, never made it when George Floyd got shot? Breonna Taylor, Eric Garner, Sandra Bland. Why we couldn't get none of that free stuff then? Free for people who want to liberate themselves.
Right.
Every one of them people they put on there, watch them. Yep. Watch every one of them, they agents. Yep. They've been using, I've been told you, listen, they ain't got one of these celebrities that's not a government agent. Yes, you think these niggas killers? Nope. You know who tell their story the best? A watch. Get a watch and let us say, tell about that nigga, killing time. All them niggas never killing time. Come out with a bulletproof vest on. That nigga ain't wearing that stuff, he leave that theater. That's all the show. You think them white folks letting you come in my step and we finna sign a contract and folk gunning you down out here? We signed a contract and these white folk on the desk. And you put a 40 on my desk and kick your foot up. Folk, y'all just stop it. White folk don't even play them type of games. You thought they talking and grabbing their nut. Yeah, where your daughter? I'm gonna rape her. Your daughter so foul, I wanna suck your penis. You think they telling them white people this stuff? No, sir. I know it's funny, but I'm trying to tell you how they insult you. That's right. Tell him, say, go talk to him like that.
Right.
Talk to him like you talked to us on your record.
That's right. That's right.
I want to see you go there and tell me you want to suck your penny because their daughter pretty. Because you setting poison rhetoric to our kids.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all don't want to talk. Y'all don't be honest. Y'all don't be honest. Did you find my clip? He's still looking for it. Goodness, he said, I got a clip. What's wrong with the clip? What you got? What's wrong with the clip? Truth is the light. It don't make no difference. Yeah, I know about the Bushes and Ben Laden. You got to go back. It should show you. Keep looking. You're working. You'll get it. You getting close. You ain't far enough. We know about the Bushes and the Ben Ladens and all that stuff. But let me say that with all that stuff, I don't want to even waste my time talking about the Bushes and the Ben Ladens. Let me tell you, niggas ain't got no better sense to know what to do with it anyway. All these people they fight were all friends. All them friends. They ain't fighting a country they ain't been friends with. All these folk the same people. Listen, Bin Laden daddy built all those castles in Saudi Arabia. His daddy built them, okay? His daddy is a major contractor in Saudi Arabia. They are the richest non-royal family. For those that, see, more people, when I heard Saudi Arabia, first of all, I didn't understand what they were saying. Saudi Arabia, Al-Saud is the one of the things, the founder of them actually captured that area. Arabia, believe it or not, this is where we were, okay? First of all, that's how they beat niggas out. We were in Arabia. Guess what? That's where Mount Sinai is, in Arabia. We were there before Assad was ever heard of. Isn't that right? Them niggas were planted. The Assad, when we were there, was natural. Okay? That planet saw it. So this family, what he did, that's why they constantly keep having all those kids. 21 sons, 40-something sons. So every one of their sons, nephew, cousins are all inheritors from what Al-Saud did. So now they named the country after themselves, Saudi Arabia. They're saying it belongs to them. And now they play you as though they've always been there. They haven't. If I'm correct, I think they got here in like the 1900s, early 1900s. So I always ask you, what was it called the day before you came? Right. I don't want to go back no 200 years. Right. The day before you got there, what was it? You got what I'm saying? So now, Osama bin Laden, son of Laden, that's why they call him Ben, his father was a major contractor in Saudi Arabia. He was the one that built those castles for them. They pay him a lot of money. His son, which is one of his sons, because he has so many sons, is the one that the CIA hired. He's the one that went and trained these people in Afghanistan. That's why they can't beat him. Because the CIA made sure they helped him with his training. That's right. They sponsored him, helped him. He brought his daddy's equipment to Afghanistan. That's right. That's how they learned how to build trenches. That's right. That's why they'll never beat him. That's right. They trained them. That's right. Everything they knew. And now they paying for it. And they begin their behind whip everywhere they go when they're there. Now, they're not going to tell these kids in the history book. They're going to write a history book and they're going to tell these people they went to Afghanistan and they helped these people and liberate them. They're not going to put in that book and tell them they lost that war. Right. They're not going to put it out when they went to Somalia to fight them. They only took, they took their regular people, Special Forces, Marine Rangers, Delta Force, Navy SEAL, and Pakistan had to come drag them out. You think they're going to put a, you did who I named they beat, right? These niggas here, let me tell you, first of all, y'all do know these niggas don't have no tanks. These niggas don't have no planes. These on the ground fight niggas, they whoop Delta Force, Navy SEAL, Army Rangers, Special Forces, and the Marine Rangers. And they all had to get carried out of there. By Pakistan had to bail them out to get them out. Do you really want to fight a nigga? That's what y'all look at. These folk that just whooped them now. Y'all do know the Taliban owned no tanks. They had no choppers. They don't have no F-10 fighters. These people have none of this stuff. They ground pounders. Yeah. White people are bad to you. They ain't bad to nobody else. Yeah. They sell that rhetoric to you. I'm in the air with planes. I got drones. I got rockets. He don't know how you. Let me something. Y'all went to Afghanistan. You was in Iraq. Them people on the ground y'all fighting had tanks. They had F-10 fighters. How are they doing this? They had nuclear weapons. All them people got a heart. That's what they took from the nigga. Only reason you still getting your behind whooped by these people because you ain't got no heart. You might well carry your behind the R's and go ask the wizard to give you one. And while you're there, tell him to give you a brain, scarecrow.
Yeah.
You know why they beat them? They taught you if you stop giving in to them, they'll give up. They realize they just getting their behind whooped. They been getting their behind whooped in Afghanistan. How they people talking about, oh, they leaving, look what happened. You don't think that what happened when they were there? Let me guess. The Afghanistan people jumped up all of a sudden with this. They were already whooping them. That's why they were getting out of there.
Yep.
You know what their mindset was? I'm just trying to tell you the truth. But it's unfortunate that people that live here have been bought into a lie and went here and lost their life and came back crippled and messed up. But you went in somebody else's house. Tell me when pull up when Afghanistan landed over here to fight. Pull up, go on your phone, come. Look up, Afghans come to America. To kill America. Look it up. Bombing ghettos. Look up any of these keywords. Bombing ghettos. Killing deaf to blacks. Deaf to white. Let's do that. Come home. Come to Beverly Hills. Let's be fair about it. Come to New York, what is Times Square? You know what you're gonna find? White man went to Afghanistan. Go find American Indians went to England. American England went to Germany. You don't find white man came here.
Yep.
So that's the problem you got. Nobody never came to this white man. He always go to somebody else. And he makes you hate people if folks stop him when he come to their house.
Yep.
What you hating somebody for? You getting your behind whooped right here. It's crazy. How many of y'all done found it? Come to Times Square, New York City, Afghans attack Beverly Hills. Go to put it in Buckhead. We don't want to discriminate like we just making the niggas. Can't find it, huh?
Nope.
Ain't that amazing? So what's your problem here with them? What's your problem with these people they made you hate? Go ahead and look up Iraqis do it. Change up. Don't believe what I tell you. Take that man computer he gave you. Check his system and see why you hating people that ain't had nothing to do with you. These people ain't did nothing to you.
That's right.
We sat here and we succumb to these people stuff. They beat us and they teach you to hate other people.
Yep.
I got my own problem.
That's right.
That's just been, I look at these people, what you think about it? Man, I got my own problem. I'm trying to get out of here. You need to be just, instead of us taking a gun to go kill somebody, you need to be just like Ray told him. Boss, I've been with you. Give me that gun, I'm shooting you with it.
That's right.
He goes, you take this here, he move, you kill him, I let you walk right out of him. Guess when we heard that lie? When we went to Germany to fight Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah.
We heard that lie during the Civil War.
Yeah.
That when blacks were supposed to help fight, folks don't even know. This was bad. This how they messed us up. Man, these folks in the South so dumb. They walk around here talking about they gonna ride, talking about the South won the war. They did win. White folk lost it in the North. They had to use us in order to beat them. The only reason they could win. Think about this. It was more of them, and they lost. They had to bring the Negro in. They had to the fight was never about you being free. They only had to bring that in because they were losing. And the only way they realized they were going to have to win was to let you fight. But you had this one problem with you. Come here for a second. Right. You take this gun right here, all right? When them white boys come, I want you to shoot them, boy, okay? All right, you see, he coming. All right, come on. That's good. I'll stop. See, we ain't had no gun. Come on. That's all right. This Civil War. This a musket gun, Cam. This one knee shoe. Get up. You way before your time. Yes, sir. Oh, we got too much going on. But this is what I'm trying to get you on. You know what they start looking at? When it's over, what the nigga take that gun and realize he can kill white people for the right reason, for a just cause for his freedom. And I'm still holding him And he got this gun. See, that's how they program. See, let me tell you what happened with a lot of soldiers. This one you're good. You take a boy, he growing into it, he's still a boy, 17, 18, take him in. You teach him the basic training. You teach him how to get a gun, how to shoot, and you teach him how to be one with his weapon. You tell him from time wrong. You teach him he break his weapon down, how to clean his weapon, how to keep his weapon, how to protect himself with his weapon, how to use his weapon, and be comfortable with his weapon. Teach him how to use grenades, how to throw them properly. Nigga want to throw a grenade like that. Boom! They don't blow it and took too long. He don't release the pressure out for it. You teach him how to throw all this stuff, how to do. Soon as he get back here, he say, come on, you just got back. Hold, stop. How are we going to do it? We're going to be in this day and time now. All right, come on. All right, so just make sure. So we're up here now. I'm just getting back from the military. I did all this stuff. Ask me about getting a gun. Nah, man, man, mine messed. I don't want no gun. I don't want nothing to do with no guns. Check a lot of military folks. They don't want nothing to do. Now, how that work? You don't train him because he get in mind and tell him he unstable. Yep. You can go crazy. Why he couldn't go crazy when he was there with the gun? That's right. You program him to get away because he got training. And that training can come back and it can backfire on me. Yep. So I need him to be, gun. I hear gunfire stuff, you know what I'm saying? It messed me up. I don't even touch him. I don't even want to see no gun. He got a gun, don't even come around me with a gun. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. What kind of psychosis is that? That's good, thank you. People don't want to talk about reality. People want to talk about lies. People want to be comfortable because when you deal with the truth, you have to unmask yourself. That's the truth. You got to unmask yourself. Hello? Goodness, all right. I'll put some on the board and let y'all go and y'all look tired and wore out. But I'm just telling you something. You better look at your situation. Yes, you better be real with yourself about your situation. Right. That's all I want you to lie to yourself. Why you don't keep lying to yourself? You ain't tired of lying to yourself about these people? These people got us scared for our life. Can't say what we want to say. Gonna go on a dog web. This white man on the open web. Yeah. That man invites the FBI to come in and tell you come in here. The man got video. Yep. Face ain't covered up. Right. His link page ain't covered up. And the man still walk around free. Yep. Selling they poor rocking. Well, I don't kill these niggas. We ain't gonna kill these niggas. FBI come, everybody we shooting them too. You're like, you can say this on the net? Cause he show you. You know what he look at? He had freedom of speech. Yep. He had freedom of speech. And you know what he said when they take the court defending? He's talking about if they come to attack him. Because he believes he has a just cause. Why you don't think you have a just cause for your life and your liberty? Why you don't have a just cause? I don't need no white man to put down no paper for me. Right. I refuse to mark and ask a cracker to put something on no paper talking about what I can do. That's right. He makes you believe. His paper only got power because you accept it. Yep. See, you help give credibility to paper the fact that you don't move till they tell you to. Because you're not a savage. He make you fight it. You don't want to be looked at no savage like you do the same thing animals do. Like you nasty and filthy. Where you find that definition for savage at? Everything you know and you believe, he gave it to you. He gave it to you to make sure he kept your mind in prison. It ain't your physical body. We've overcome the physical attributes of slavery, beating. We overcome all that. The hard work, we overcome it. We heal. What he did to our minds. Make your home distable. See, your mind ain't your physical. Make your wife hate you, make the husband hate the wife, make the kids hate the father. He put in our minds. We let this man sit down and he created all your shows. He created all your fears and your phobias. He does it to you. Y'all remember the movie Unthinkable? Huh? Yes, sir. What would Samuel L. Jackson do? What would he do? Whatever. The name of the movie is Unthinkable. It means to do what they have no idea you would do. Who did he use to show you to do that? A nigga. He sat back innocent, and he just let him go. Then he'll run in and stop him. No, Yusuf, not the kids, not the kids. Did he do that to your kids when you came here? Did he run in and get your kids out? No. He used the nigga to inflict all the destruction on the man. To kill his wife while the white man sat in the run to stop him. Punch him in the face. No, we can't do that. We're Americans. We're better than that. It was a great comedy. It was a great comedy. He needed me to believe that he would never do anything extreme to me. But a nigga will. Unthinkable. He should have named the movie, Nigga Don't Think. Right. I only showed you this because I want to play with your mind. I want you to see that you are the biggest destructor and killer of people, and not me. When I kill people, it's only to help them. It's for their better good. When I sacrifice nations and troops and other people, my intent is pure. I'm looking at the overall cause, the kids and the women that are burned and tortured and we lost. We did it for the greater good. For one person, they'll kill 1,000 because of the greater good. And we work to minimize casualties. You drop a bomb, you know exactly how far it's going to spread. No. It can't go beyond them points. I'm only telling you this because I need you guys to think. You cannot afford to continue to come here and sit down. We look into this book, and then you walk out here, and you're oblivious to the world you're in. I wasted my time. That's on me. That's on me, y'all. Nobody's fault but mine. Don't blame nobody but me on that one. I only want to see you have the best for you and your family. I want every opportunity that can avail itself to be at your fingertips. I want to be available to you. Listen. Let me tell you something. I'm going to go. Listen. I'm finna go down here to Natchez under the hill. What it is? Listen. The only thing matter down there is green. Y'all hear me? Hey, I want you to come. I want you to have, listen, I want you to come with me and have some fun too. But you like Clark. You preacher, thank preacher. That was just this, man. I'm finna get ready to go, I'm gonna give you $2, and I got the keys to the truck, mother, because I know what you're gonna do. You don't try to leave as soon as I'm gone. See that? They get you and they mess you up. Clark blamed that man for everything. Then he blamed Poro. He did. Let me ask you a question. Clark hated the day he ran in the rain. Do y'all remember how the story started? That he was in that room in there. No, before Ray saved his life, it's the fact he sat down at that table and went to the bathroom and owed them guys money. Yeah. His own problems induced his situation. And when he wound up getting grabbed because he did, they were going to kill him for it. Yeah. So even life in prison was better than where he was going. He never looked at what he did to induce the start of his problem. Yeah. That when they were going to kill him, Ray told him, said, man, that dude's a square. He didn't know he was messing with. They make us hate each other. They make us overlook what did we do to cause this situation to be as it is for us today. I just want to get, people don't think, do they? He blamed the whole time. I hated that he said, you need to watch what you're saying now. He said, all right, you need to be careful what you're saying. They do that. They put the divide between us. Even with the white people that ain't a part. There's white people, listen, there's white people that don't involve themselves. Why would I, me as a white person, why would I get a book to read about black history? I ain't black. I have nothing to do with black. I ain't talking about don't talk to them. I had nothing to do with it. Why am I going to get myself to knowledge? That doesn't involve me. No more than I'm going to read Oriental history. No more I'm going to read Hispanic history because it has nothing to do with me unless someone's in my family is Hispanic. One of my forefathers. Otherwise, I'm not going to involve myself with the information. So when there are people out here called Kate that have no involvement with any kind of or association or indoctrination or the destruction of the so-called Negro, and we'll associate all of them in one pound and say all of them racist. They victims too. Because of their ignorance, they don't realize the white man gonna use it. They walk by and don't speak. Come from me. You're gonna be the white man. Go that way and you're gonna walk that way. Don't speak. Come to, don't even look. Cracker. I know he racist. Why he ain't speak? First he just looked. He just keep moving. He just keep moving. He ain't trying to get involved. That's just going. And the first thing my associate tell me when I spoke, and he might even pay no attention because something about this nigga way we walk. You know, racist cracker. He saw me speak. What white people? Wait, you see what I'm saying? I already done took on. Hey, look at him, racist cracker. Y'all know what it means, don't you? He don't. So automatically he a dirty racist cracker. Probably got some little black kids in his basement. And he probably just hung one before he came down the street. So I started putting all that together in my mind. So I'm creating a hate for him. Y'all got what I'm saying? Based off of them. His misinformation, no information, and my misinformation. Because I'm assuming he understands the national Negro speak. He thinking something wrong with my name. He said, that nigga need to go see a psychiatrist. I started getting him a card. But I ain't want to get nobody else personal business, you know what I'm saying? But you see what I'm just trying to tell you, how dangerous it is when we don't know? When we just leave it up to us to assume something? That's the same thing when it comes to the book. We assume something's going to happen that ain't going to happen. That's why we got to read it so we'll know what's going to happen, because we're looking for a better outcome than what's happening now. Right. Hello? All right, we're going to try to get ready to let them go. All right, we're going to get ready. I'm not going to try to hold y'all long at all now. I know Austin over there probably saying, yeah, he said not long, that's 2 hours. I might have said, come on, be respectful. Your mama. Because you get it from somewhere. Y'all know how it is. We got to be fair now. We just finished talking about that, didn't we? We got to be fair. All right, we'll get ready to sign the Katos around. I ain't get my stool, too. Y'all might not go down too fast. I can get my stool first. Now you be on down. You go ahead. Ain't no guitar. You go ahead and you be down now. Cause my nose get stopped up. I'm coming. All right. Here I be. Oh, yes, sir. That's that knee. Most High, Kudashaba, which is the separated Father. Hadu, which is thanks for all you've done and you granted unto us. Allowed us to assemble once again, according to the Berith Shabbat, which is the covenant that you vowed to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Jacob, to Yahudim, and to Yasharal, to their Tuladav, which are their generations, even unto us, to blot out all our Qatar and all of the Abud, which is the fathers, the Benin, the children, and of us. Ask you to recover those that are gone astray and taken from us, especially our young adults and our Benin. Be a keeper to those that are here, that we lose none. Ask you to Baraka the Lab, which is the heart of those that are truly seeking you with all. Barak the young sister, Tina, that asked us to Palau for her situation, her condition, for her desire. As you Baraka those that support your Dabarim and those we commit to you in Palau, in which we ask. Baraka the out-of-towners and strengthen them with all. Be their Nakum. Baraka the married, the single, and the separated, your Ra'ah and your Malaki, which are your shepherds and your messengers, your Shamaim and your Sabut, which are the heights, expansions of where you dwell in your armies. Jerusalem, the city and foundation of Shalom, which is a peace. Baraka, those behind prison walls and bereaved. Those in war-stricken country, disease and pestilence, earthquakes, tornadoes, and volcanoes, and winds, and hurricanes, or whatever the situation, or tumults, or whatever the pestilence is, we ask you to Baraka, and as you only can, and heal, that you'll take away disease and sickness from among us as you Shabbat, as you vowed, that you'll establish us in the presence of Mot, which is the truth, that you'll grant us the Ruach HaKadosh to seal us and keep us, which is your spirit of separation, asking you to halak us, which is guide us, into the Darak, which is the way, lamed us, which is instructor, teach us how we ought to halak, how we ought to walk. And we ask that we prepare to move further to search us and see if there be any Rasha Darak, which are any evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the Arak everlasting, which is the way of life.
Let the bar of our part, which are the words of our mouth, let the meditation of our laws, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your sight. And as we move further, we pull out, in which we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, which is the praise, the kabod, the glory, and the kabod, the honor. In the Shem of Yahusha, HaMashiach, we pull out. Let us all say, Amen.
Oh. Whew. Man, when that time set in, that thing set in. All right, we're going to try to move forward with him. See what it does say, Mr. Yahuwah. Is the air on? Oh, yeah. Is it? It is. It's freezing. Oh, I think y'all going. It's freezing for real. Maybe one of them ain't on. Kerry ain't hot. Kerry, you hot, ain't it? Kerry, I hope, man, your blood pressure ain't up. Kerry, I hope I ain't caught your blood pressure you got from Keisha. They got low blood. They gotta be. Do I need a fan? Oh, no, a lot of people like me. Y'all don't get it. I need a fan. See that? That's one of them funnies I'm going to take on the road. Oh, maybe I'll tell y'all about some of the hurt stuff in my life so you'll bust out laughing then. Shamil? I seen the tickle y'all fancy. All right, I was out to take my vitamin. Woo. All right, Romans 15:4. For those watching in for your first time, we use the Beth Mashiach. You can go on there and look up BethMashiach.com. Again, you'll ask us, can you get a copy of the Bible book we use? They're reading the King James Version. And we're using the Beth Mashiach. Sometimes we will use Septuagint, Latin Vulgate. Did I forget something? Put it down on the top. All right. So we use the Beth Mashiach. We'll use that's better. All right, the Beth Mashiach. Sometimes we'll use the Septuagint or the Latin Vulgate. All right, Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before, Nikatab for our Lamed.
Whatever was written before was written to teach us. So we look at the Abari words. The bar is the word singular for word. So for whatever was Nikatab, the Katab is written, was written. Before was written, Nikatab, to lamed us, which is to instruct us. So that through endurance, they use patience, but we're looking at endurance, going through without giving way, and conjunction through consolation, nakum, of the writings, katab, we might have, they use tikva, we use your call. What's the difference in the both? Don't worry about it for now. I'm sorry, what is it? One is a chord, tikva is a chord. That's a chord connection. So we look at a chord can join something. So that can make sense. Because for them, they'll use hope. They'll feel like hope kind of makes us have something in common. Again, we use the English words. One thing we will eventually have to do, we will have to kind of transfer away from them because a lot of them kind of take away the validity of what the words, what he's actually trying to tell us. A chord is something that connects or joins. Y'all got us? Just like we asking him to just look at, let's look at what tikva is, please. A lot of things that we go will change. I want us to always be open for change. I don't ever want us to be limited to where we're in such of a way or we're in such a way that we can't change or we can't grow. Because as long as we continue to go here and we continue to go through and look at the writings, there's going to be information that's going to come and we're going to make changes. In the 11th chapter of the book of Daniel, verse 1, he was talking about go to and fro. He was talking about and knowledge was going to increase. See, for a lot of people, their knowledge ain't increased. They just stay at one level and they feel like that's utopia, but we're not at utopia. Our goal is to become Talmim. For them, that's perfect Talmim. We're trying to become where we become blameless. Y'all got it? We want to be without fault. That's our goal, and the only way to be without fault with Elohim is to follow the parameters that he set. If he set away for, like, they'll teach you, man, you ain't perfect, you do such and such a thing, you do such and such. If it's not an offense, if it's not me missing the mark with Elohim to bar his word, then it makes me perfect. They put a lot of strict, for what we know it perfect mean, okay, if you see this, you call, see, you ain't perfect, you just called this wrong. See, you playing a fool's game. And then when it come down to what did the boss say, they'll make people come, so you tell me you perfect. You tell me the way they keep saying, it don't change if you raise your voice. If you drop down, it don't change what I said the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like folks say, because you loud don't make you right. So we let people kind of put us in a situation where we don't really understand things. Let's see what this is. So this is tikva. Accord as an attachment. What's that? Expectancy. So I like that, accord. They put hope. These are other words that King James run to. See, we learn how to use this stuff. These are words that King James run. Expected, hope, live, things I long for. But then they typically look at, for us, we looked at it as accord. So we look at him some. All right, let's look at something. Look at Romans chapter 5, based off us looking at tikva. So we might move to tikva. We'll see. Ooh. See, 5:1 Romans. Try to be mindful of my time. All right. Y'all give me, what y'all want, 10 minutes? Give me just a little bit. I'm gonna be mindful of my time. Some of the folk that answer, they're like, that'll be all right now. Yeah, you don't know these people. They don't play that stuff in him. Let's see what they say. Listen.
Therefore, being sadak by Amanah, we have shalom with Elohim.
Hold on for a second. Listen up. Now, based off of their word, faith, substance of things hoped for, evidence of things unseen. That's how you justify it. By a substance of something you're hoping for, and you have no evidence of it ever being done. That makes sense? If you think about it from that perspective, you justify by substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen, or one. But for us, for Amanah, is believed to actually be in support of, which means that we do something to help build up. Well, let's see what Amanah is. Can we see the definition of Amanah? Amunah. I'ma knock it. What's it on? I'ma knock it. I'ma knock it. Who's that at the door? I'ma knock it. I'ma knock it. I just said, that's them knocking at the door now. Let's sit down. Sit down. So what they've done here with their so what they've done here, it's important for us to know this. I don't like the script. I don't sound like the script. I don't like what they do a lot of time, but there can be a purpose, okay? So for us to understand it, we first started, we didn't know what this stuff was. This stuff's Swahili. But we look at how they wrote, and you can say use vowel points in their writing, okay? So here we have Segol, okay? Segol, S-E-G-O-L, Segol. That's how you pronounce it, Segol, Segol, Segol. All right, so here, this is the Aleph, okay? So this is the Aleph, and in our scripting, which is Aramaic scripting, here is believed to be two olives on both sides, okay? The one leading the other. That's how you find the olive can teach, okay? So even when you take animals and you put them out, you'll typically put one the most experienced in the front. Just like when you take a troop out, you're not going to take somebody that just got a basic lead. You're going to get somebody with the most experience to lead. So it's the same thing with the olive. He's going to lead and the other one's going to follow, okay? So with the olive, because we know how we say olive, the right? So what they've done here, they didn't use, y'all remember what this is? Comments, which means if you were saying A in aqua, that the olive would be that A would make a stronger sound, okay? So here, what they've done, they use seagull here, seagull. So they're saying that your olive actually makes a E-type sound. The E-type sound that it's making is like if you said the word red. Can y'all say red? Red, okay. The E is in the middle, so we're gonna just say the R. Then you got the D, the. Now you got the E in the middle. It's short. That's what they're saying here. That your E this E makes a short sound. Then they said here with here they're doing katif. Katif is saying whenever you put this here, they're saying that it's actually now been reduced. So your E sound is actually even gone shorter. So they're saying that your olive makes an E sound that's actually reduced. Now it's short and that's been reduced. And you coming over with your mem, then you getting over to your oo. You see here they put the U here? Yes, sir. So now they would have done kibitz, like it's kibitz. Kibitz. Q-I-B-B-U-T-S. Y'all got that? Stop. Yes, ooh, yes. Q-I-B-B-U-T-S. Okay? It's really one B, but in enunciation, it's gonna make it as 2B sound. So here you got the noon. And they tell you that it's coming in with kibit, that A. So you're in the final form of the aqua. See that So the A makes a stronger sound, so we kind of learn how to use this. Now, what I've looked at and what I considered how important these vowel points are. I hate them, didn't like the nikud, I didn't like it, I don't like it. And then what comes in, we try to look at, can it be a benefit? Can it be a benefit? Who said yes? The vowel. Let's see. What's this on? That's how that work out. Okay. Now, what I want one of y'all to do, oh goodness, let me see, he got him. So let's do somebody else, since y'all got your hand up. I don't want y'all there. I don't want y'all. Kira. No, this is no, it's not. This is not Kira. I'm asking because I know what some of them done already, but just showing them how it does using the code. First word. Huh? R, and there's a D, there's a G. Okay? So what's this word? It's missing some vowels. What vowels is missing? You got several. Huh? Yeah. What about this word? N? This a S. If that was a G, that's fine. What word is this? S, that's right. And what word is this? FNDMNTL. He says not a word. It's a word. And we got several people put their hand up because they know what it is. Now, this is going to be the problem. Are they going to be right? That's going to be their problem. I know they think that. So tell me what the word is, Austin. Reading is fundamental. Writing is too. And the only reason why I said that, because it's argumentative now. You're right, but that's why I was trying to show them how the Nakud will work now, because it can be reading or writing. So it's argument. Let's say both of us, we know Abari. We're using the ancient. There's no vowel points. I'm saying writing is fundamental. He's saying reading. But if we put the lettering, if I did that, I N, should have been an N. I should have put the N behind the D. The ING, then we know it's writing. There's no reason for us to sit and have this argument, correct? No reason for us to have this argument. Okay? So that's how the Nakud work for us. And the fact that it'll come in versus us just looking at something and assuming something, with the vowel points coming in, it kind of lets us know what's missing. Like I said, it can easily be reading is fundamental. But then those vowel points will come in, will let us know that we have these letterings coming in, so we better kind of understand it. So again, I still hate the Nakud, because I just look at the people that oppressed us and not really look at how the system can actually play a part to help us. And it's not that, Kerry, what did that say right now? That's terrible. He said read, that said writing. Yeah, I know eyes. He like my eye, but I know for a fact Kerry can read it. We know that. But with the vowel points there, the vowels being there, now we filled in the blanks. So that's kind of a part of how the Nakud works. So I think we become better when we understand system. For me, and for Lavender, you're gonna fight what you don't know, because you don't know it. And it's the fact that we've been oppressed. That's part of the system too. If I keep everything I do to you be a trick. All right, get there. Everything be a trick. Now I finally come to give him something. He don't want to accept it. Because every time I beat him, it's always been a trick. It's always been something against him. So now when I'm really trying to help him now, that fight, I've created that. So I want to just show you how sometimes this is what we'll mess up. We don't realize he's played us on so many ends, you can't peg him down. Everybody thinking, I got him pegged. You can't peg him down because he's smart. You don't induce as many people and conquer as many people that you do as he's done if everybody understands your rhetoric. You constantly keep changing. You look like help when you come in. Look, a snake is not a fat, all snakes are not. You got some snakes, the black mama, I think the cobra can get it like 12 miles an hour. Something like you got some that's slower. So they have to use a technique that's a little different. The approach has got to be different. They got to get closer to you, and that's what the white man is. Cam, I'm finna come and kick you. I'm gonna come. Cam pretty fast. They give him speed. They give him opportunity. I need to get on Cam, get close to the Cam. I don't need to tell Cam nothing till I got him. That's the approach you got to use. And that's what he used. He tricked some of our people. He know, okay, your people style is you guys go out to hunt. And y'all will go in groups, or y'all will break them down to small number. So they start putting prey out. That you look to come and you think you finding something and put the smell, before you know it, net done snatched you in there. I think I can't walk in the whole tribe and figure I'm finna just come take people out of a tribe. But I learned how to capture you people when you come out. You send your women down to go get water. I'll wait for them at the river. They never return. So by the time you understand what I've done to you, the damage is already impacted. You let your kids go out and play. I get your kid. People that kidnap kids don't come up to parents and kidnap them. You kidnap them when they're unaware, when they're not paying attention, when they feel like the kids are safe. So all these are techniques that are used in order to come along and take you and deplete your numbers. Y'all got it? And they use this to seduce you. And by the time you realize it, your numbers are so low you can't even fight. Okay, or by the time you put up a defense, guess what? I don't want any trouble. We didn't come here for that. We'll just leave. But I'm leaving with your precious cargo. So I say that to say, as we going through here and we do certain things, we look, I have a lot of fight. I'm real apprehensive about taking stuff from them, okay? But then I had to sit down over time. You have to start considering things. There are things we need to know, and there are things that they actually put up, and they know that we won't take it. Because this is going to get us. I hate that V, I hate that I, and I hate that E. Well, I don't hate that T because you don't have one. Nor do you have a U. You don't have one of his alphabets. You don't have one of them. But now that's another part of the fight. E, man, we ain't got no E. I know we ain't got no E. We got a A. I know. See that? While you trying to be smart, you still dumb. Because you don't have an A. Y'all got it? All your stuff was symbols. And they were symbolic because they related to things that you actually use and operate with. Okay? Now we got with other people, just like we transitioned from our ancient to our middle because of the people we got with. So our script changed. And what hurt us a lot of time, we try to still stay in the past when sometimes we got to move forward. Even he told us about going forward and leaving the other things behind. Shaul talked about how he counted some things, what was it? Lost. Then he looked at what in order for him to appertain some things or apprehend or comprehend some things. Sometimes while we don't comprehend certain things, because we're still in the past. I'm not talking about our writers and our ideas. So our goal is not to get ourselves where we'll get caught and we get entrapped. We go and I use Google and we'll look up words because this is a common language we use, English, right? But with it, you got to remember they're doing interpreting. Again, you cannot properly interpretate unless you're fluent. You can't, I speak enough of it. You can't interpretate if I speak. You have to be fluent. Y'all got it? You have to understand the cuss. So when you start to go and you say, I'm writing this in a language I speak now, it has to be words that become to be exact. You all right? They had to have some kind of commonality with them, okay? Their hope don't have nothing to do with us. For us, you see where now they went, and he actually found out, let's go back to where it was with accord, firmness, security. Accord. Because a cord attaches, a woman, amazing when they have a baby, while the baby's in their belly, that cord attaches them. When that cord is cut, what happens with the baby? That's what, and see, guess what happened, what they got to do? They cut the cord. You know what they say? You know what? I've been taking care of you, know what I do? I'm finna cut the cord on you. Which means I'm gonna disconnect. So now we gotta look at what connected us. Got it? That cord that Yahuwah that attached us to Yahuwah, because you look at while that baby's in the belly, that baby receiving the nutrients, the vitamins, the food, and everything get it through that cord. Well, that's the same thing with us with the word. We need that cord. We have to have that attachment. So now we're looking at what caused the attachment is the writings. Hello? That makes sense? Yes, sir. But see, we're using hope. It gives you hope. The people who we came from don't understand that. They dealt with just plain simple, that's what it is. That's what we talk about with Nicodemus. When Yahusha told him, except you be born again, I had to go back in the belly. What other way do I understand being born again? I don't. This is what I know. So there's no way to tell me that these people walk around talking about some faith, some thing, hope for everything, some things unseen. It makes no sense for them. They dealt with just plain simple, that's what it is. The amar that Yahuwah gave them was to speak plain to the people, so the people could understand. And when Yahusha started talking to people, he started giving them analogy. He started giving them things that attached to things. It's like a man that went to sow seeds. They knew what that was. Now you'll get these little wheelbarrows and you push and start throwing. No, they physically threw them. They physically threw them. And they're going to throw toward area they know where it's going to fall. Where I till the ground. Why am I going to throw seeds where I don't till the ground? But in my purpose of throwing, guess what happens? Some are going to get away. Everything when you throw it ain't going to go. You got a handful of seeds. Everyone are going to go to the hole or where you till. Someone's going to fall to the side. And it'll still start to grow. You say, but it'll have no root. He said, this is the analogy I'm going to use to get you to understand that that is some of you listening. You hadn't felt it. It hadn't fell in the right place in your logs. You taking it and you set it somewhere else. What will make me do this? Considering everything I got. My house, my cars, my business, my relationship is going to make me push this somewhere else. Because these are more critical. And I don't want anything to get in the way. The word is good when it's not affecting this. That's when you put it to the wayside. You'll endure for a while. You even have some excitement, some euphoria. But when something comes about, by and by, it'll offend you. It'll offend you. And you'll need to get rid of it. You need to break away from it. That cord is important for us to consider. Hello? See if that's so we talk. So looking at this and trying to compare this to hope, because James would want me to believe some other things. James need me to get here. He'll give you a couple of things, live and different things, because that cord will attach you just like a child. That child attached to that cord, and that cord actually keeps that child alive. All right? That cord is a feeding. So that's the same thing we're looking to. We're trying to get ourselves connected, but we don't have a connection with Yahuwah and we're not obeying the word. That's how important it is for us to look at this and to consider that cord. That cord can also be used to get. When they had animals before, you would put a cord on you and lead them. In the book of Yahusha, I think it's in the 4th chapter, he's 4, 6, 7, 8. Yahusha. See if that's the book of Yahusha they call Hosea. Let me see what that is. Yahusha. Why am I thinking 5? 5 and 7. I'm going to play with this one. 7. It's 4, 7, 11. Okay. I'll get 11 and 1. Thought you couldn't see. Yeah, all right. Before he'll start again with them about how we destroy it with lack of. Make it 11. Let's talk about Yahusha. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at this. Look at this. 11 and 1. See, I looked this up with y'all. I'm moving based off of what we learned. I don't have nothing written up. Y'all all right? So we just follow and see if it makes sense. You don't have to accept it. Listen, when you hear something, you don't ever have to accept anything. It's got to make sense to you. What do you have? How many senses you got? 5. If you can't captivate it within them 5 senses, why are you trying to hold to it? That don't make no sense. What the purpose of me having smell, taste, hearing, and feeling, and tasting, and I can't use, and the things I'm operating in don't even fit in these criteria. It don't make sense. It's got to fit in here. Y'all got it? We got to. He told me when it came to Yahusha, old taste and what? Just taste. I got to have 2 witnesses.
Right.
I got 5. So it's got to fall within. So these are disciplines I use. Everybody, you need to have a discipline. It's a discipline you have to use. People don't. You'll get people that say just study, and they'll still come with the wrong stuff because you don't have a discipline. I got 5 senses. What's the purpose of them? When Yahusha lost his sight, that's one of your senses. When you're cold, when he came in, what was he looking for? Smell and touch. I can't see by faith. Why he ain't just go by faith? I don't have to do none of that. If that's what you say, and I can hear. So why he give me 5 senses and he want me to be stupid enough, don't use them? The voice sound like you cold. But I'm feeling you, and you got this skin. That's hairy like a suit who they call Esau, and the smell. You see how things work. Why was that? Why the spirit just didn't come in? Usher in the spirit. Let the spirit lead you. Nobody that was of our Mystery God family, of 4 times, none of these people operated like this. The only thing we know as far as spirit leading us was he let us know that the word was, and that the word had creativity in it. Hello? That's how we understood spirit. He told us, what and if you should see, using a sense, see it. What if you saw it? See him go back where? That's why Adam had to go back to the dust. He told him, for dust thou art. And when the being was going on, he trying to show, I'm showing you where I came from. I know the flesh, they were probably there and they saw, well, they wouldn't have saw he was born, but they'd have saw the babe after him. But what leaped inside of her womb came from Shamayim. So he looked at, I got to go back, but I have to leave a certain part of myself. The flesh of when it consists of the dom. Because you were told that flesh and dom couldn't enter into the Malkuth. So people say there's no flesh. I don't know how. It just don't have the dom, the blood. Because he definitely took flesh. And they definitely told you that the same one you seen leave,
Turn like that.
he was coming like manner. He can't come in like manner if he's not in the same appearance. Right? I'm looking for same. You can't tell me same and come back it different. Right? Okay. Let's look at this. When
Yahusha
was a what?
Yahlet.
Let me see what he used for. Y'all. Now he used a na'ar. A na'ar. Can we see what they say about it? Or whoever back there working, please? So it's a na'ar. Na'ar. Phonics spelling. A boy from the age of infancy to adolescent, still a minor. So he's talking about he was a boy from the age of adolescent. You see what he said? Hello? Yes, sir. Y'all got that? Na'ar, it's almost like Na'ara, but Na'ara would be a little girl that grows into a woman. Na'ar. See, na'ar. So all these are giving you words that are similar from the root, correct? Then with root, maiden, damsel, young woman, he used this, na'ar. Okay. I'm talking about he running, okay. Servant, young man, lad. Okay. Also be used for a damsel. So listen what it said, when Yahusha was y'all wrote that in y'all book? Na'ar. He said, I ahabed him. And?
Kara, my being out of Mizraim.
Oh, yeah. Call my being, my son. Hold on, did it say that? Where's it? No, I see that. Did I miss? Oh, okay, read it. Okay. And out of Mizraim, I Kara, my being. Okay. Let's see what he told her. As
They Kara them.
they Kara them, so
They went from them.
they went from their panim. They
Sacrificed unto Balaam.
and
Burned incense to graven images.
let's see what happened. Yet,
I taught Apharim also to go.
see that? They didn't use the alignment. See that? I taught offering to walk. Oh, they put to walk, but we use halak. Kakam. I took them
By their arms
He said, in my arms. You'll say, by their arms.
Yes,
According
sir.
to him, he's saying, in my arms. Because that would make sense if you think about if he was an adolescent, if he was a babe, if he was a infant. It wouldn't make sense to take him by his arm. It would make sense to take him in your arm based off of age. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about even with a small boy, like Bryce got also, he got Bruce now in his arms. Would have been an adolescent, a small child. You take him up in your arms. You all right? Okay. This is what happened.
But they knew not that I healed them.
See that? They didn't even know that he was one that was caring for them. Healing is a part of care. When you go in the hospital, that's why people go there when they hurt. They'll take them in because they won't care. Right? And most of the healing comes in from the care.
Right.
It is. Sometimes when a child fall or hurt themselves, get whooped, you can pick them up, you can hold them, and guess what? They start healing them. They start healing from the abuse, from the hit, from the whoop. They get comfort in it. Y'all got it? They get the cocoon, and he would let them know, but they didn't know who was carrying them. All right? Let's see what happened. What you do?
I drew them with cords.
You did what now?
Drew them with cords.
Of a what?
Of an each.
When what?
With bands of a hob.
And?
I was to them as they that take off the yoke on their jaws.
Mm-hmm.
And I laid meat unto them.
And I gently I gave food to them. I fed them. You see, he started talking about how he led them with the gentle course of a man?
Yes, sir.
That gave him attachment. That's why we start looking at Tikva now, starting to consider these things now about the cord and being connected, even from the cord from being a child. So you look at when he was an adolescent, when he was first born a baby, a cord was cut. So now he put a cord on him so there'll still be a connection. What's the cord he put on us now that's the connection? It's the Debar. That's how important it is for us to sit back and consider and look at things from a different perspective than what they showed us. The way they gave us things, it's just a whole lot of kind of, it's not even figurative, it's kind of more imaginative. It's more imagination versus things that we really actually comprehend and understand. From a mother understand when she has a child, or even with people with a dog, they'll get it with a cord. When they put that leash, they'll call it the cord on them, because they can keep some of you keep them close. That cord keeps them close because that dog will see something. It'll be another dog they might see want to get off. That dog might want to do. You put the cord. You keep the cord on them. And just like when a man got a horse, you put the bridle on him because you can control them.
Right.
Who told us about that? Jacob told us. He talked about it just like bits in a horse's mouth. And all the power and the strength he got, yet when that metal put in his mouth, you can control him. Or you can put some in his mouth. So it showed you also how he can control the Nabal. He put it in his mouth. It'd be like bits. So he can control all this strength he got, you put it in his mouth, in the part, in the opening. Hello? You can't put it in a horse's mouth if you don't open it. So you can control his behavior. You want him to gallop, you want him to get up and go, whoa, you want him to stop what he's doing, you pull back. So with that mouth, you can control him. Hello? That's what you're talking about when you're talking about it's a bar. He's going to put, let's see if that's the 18th chapter of the book of Uyakra. And then Leviticus, see if that's 18 and 18. I'm going to let y'all, see how I'm finna get out of him. But I talked a while, so it'd be fair. I talked a while. But y'all knew that before you came.
That's right.
See if it's 20. Not Oyakra. See if see if it's Bamart bar 18. I want to say Deuteronomy. I mean Dabarim. See if it's 18 and 20. No. See if it's Dabarim. Allah Dabarim. 18 and 18. 18 and 18. Listen.
I will comb them up a Nabah from among their Akim.
You see what he was going to do? He was going to raise them up a Nabah to them from among their
Akim
like,
unto thee.
just like you. Now that's important. So somebody's going to come behind them. Because you look at Musha would have been, well, we know, been the last one to be born. Harun was his older Ak. Harun, Marim, because she was there when they put him into Ma'im. So he combed him up from among his. Now he's saying he's going to raise up somebody from among them. And he said, this person I'm going to raise up is going to be similar to you. Let's see what happened.
And will put my Dabarim in his paw.
See that? That's why I can control him. I can control him by giving him what to say. Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's the truth. He said, that's how I'm going to control him. I'm going to put in his mouth what to say. I'm not going to let him speak his own words. That's why he was so angry about these people in the book of Jeremiah when these people going, they were speaking, saying, I said. He said, when I hadn't spoken.
All right.
Because these people were speaking and people thinking that was what I was saying. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to comb up, I'm going to raise up a man who's going to be like you. Because Musha never spoke his own words. He said, I'm going to put my debar in his paw, in his mouth. He's going to speak what I tell him, just like Musha. That's why we're looking at people still revere Musha. And all these, even in the Muslim, in the Islamic religion, everybody recognize Musha. He's recognized, just like Abraham. They recognize two people of earth who actually marital trials in America, their custom was the ring. They would take a cord and tie up the woman's hand in the man's hand. Mm-hmm. They would tie them and bind them. That cord would bind them together. Hello? Okay. America put it on us and told us it was a ring. All America gave was a ring around the collar.
That's right.
And I shall put my debar, my dabarim, my words in his paw, in his mouth. And he shall
Speak unto them.
He shall do what now?
Speak unto them all.
Speak to who now?
Them all.
What like what?
That I shall amar him.
That's why it's so important to him. When Cuff and Yukonon was sitting there, and when they were found, when sleep was heavy upon them, when they woke up, and they wanted to build two tabernacles, now Hikil is temple. They wanted to build two Mashkan for tabernacle. They want to build two. He told them, this is my abad, this right here. This is my Yedadiah abad, my beloved son, Ben. He said, who am I with? He told them, hear him. The reason why they want him to hear, he wanted them to hear him, because I combed him up for this. I put my words in his mouth, and all that he tell you, I want you to do it. Hello? Even his aim recognized that when they went to the wedding, they wanted to make wine. And they came and they bothered her for it. She told him, she said, hear ye him. Whatever he say. She understood that Elohim combed him up and put his words in his mouth. And whatever he say he speak, you need to hear it. Let's see what's going to happen if you don't. Because there got to be some stipulation. Verse 19. Let's see what happened.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not shama unto my dabarim, which he shall speak in my shem, I will require it of him.
He said, I myself, I'm going to require it of him. I'm going to hold that man guilty for that. That person's going to give account for not hearing it, because I put my word in his mouth. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that's why today you don't have to hear a man. All you have to do is hear the son. Because what he did was he gave the son, the Ben, all of the words that we were supposed to do. See, today they'll try to manipulate you and get you to believe that you have to hear a man today, but you don't have to. All you had to do was to hear the son at the 17th chapter of the book of Yehukanan.
All right.
That's what some people want to hear. That's how these little phony bony religions get started. 17 and 1. All right, listen. Your Ukana, they call it John. John ain't no saint. That's a white man name they got from them folks. Not you, John, the other John. But, well, you don't want to be no saint either. You want They call him Saint John. Should have called him Sick John.
Mm-hmm.
Pedophile John, buying whores and prostitutes. But there's some clean hoes out there. Let me say that now. These hoes clean. All right, this Yahusha, 17 and 1, listen.
These Dabarim spake Yahusha and lifted up his to Shamayim and
You
said,
close your eyes when you pray. When he was talking, which is palau, which means he was asking. They taught you to pray with your eyes closed. He did his and lifted up his eyes to Shamayim. And what did he say?
Abba, the hour is come. Part thy being, that thy being also may part thee.
Mm-hmm. Say par, that's right, glorify thee. Okay. Jess?
As thou hast given him power over all basar,
So where did he get that from?
Adam.
He got it from Adam. Because you're saying that you're the Ben. How you gonna, this is what you don't get. How you gonna be the Ben and you ain't open nothing? He just told him to par, to beautify the son, the Ben, so that the son could beautify par, okay? So the son could give back to his Shem, okay? Don't you know what? Let me ask you a question. What make you think some animal just gonna walk up to Adam and just start letting you call her what you want to call her? I don't like it, not one bit. I don't like it, unless they had to know something about his Shem. Something had to be given to Adam that others would know they had to come to him. Hello? They had to come to see what was he gonna call him, which means something, he had to get this man something that was significant about him that they would acknowledge that. Now he's saying, do the same thing for me. I'm your Ben. My purpose is to par your Shem, okay, to help beautify your name, help magnify your name, all right, give an honor to your name. Then give me that so others would acknowledge me. Now I'm going to ask you for something that's going to come right into an existing behavior you had before. Now I'm going to need authority. Who's going to come to somebody and do that unless you have authority? I'm going to get people to come and be subjected to me. I'm going to subject shadim, demons to me. The wind needs to, when I tell it to stop blowing or blow, I need the ma'im. When it gets rough, I need it to calm itself. Then I'm going to need authority. Where's this authority going to come from? When Shemuel, that they call Samuel, when he came in and saw the Ben of Yashi, who they call Jesse, everyone he seen, he was going to get, and he was going to set them up in authority.
That's right.
He told me, don't look on that one. He said, I rejected him. The other one, don't even count his height. The one he seen was a ruddy little boy. He had reddish cheeks. He said, that's him. Mashiach, this one. This is the one right here I'm going to give authority to. Hello? And authority come with power. Hello? This man knew exactly, he's looking at Adam. This man had power. He could subdue. He could control. He could command. He was in control of. See, this is where they get you. You a child of God and you can't do nothing. Your man already done trap you up. You'll hear people say stuff, you can tell you know something. You can speak to it, and you'll be thinking, what are these people talking about? These people are high. If they do know a symbol of, they have a little form of knowledge, because Adam had authority.
Right.
Because he said, let him have.
That's right.
Give it to him. If he gonna be like us, he gonna be made in our image, after our likeness, then let him have it. Hello? The same way here, the same thing with us. Don't you know when Yahusha went out, Yahusha had authority? They could walk in and take a place. They could make a decision on a place whether or not to grant shalom from it or just take it. They had authority, and they got the people, you know, they tell them, make them tributary to you. Here, I know I catch you. Come on, me and you on the same level. Nigga, me and you the same. No. You under me. They had authority. Yahusha is a ruler. Y'all don't really know nothing about us, do you? Y'all don't really know nothing about us, do you? That's tight. You're cold. What do y'all really know about your cold? Deceiver. What else? He was a father. What else? Somebody say he was a player. He's a planet. Yeah, he took his brother's birthright. What'd you say? He was rightly named. Yeah. He wrestled. Jacob wrestled. That's right. He wrestled. Who he wrestled with?
Maliki.
With the Maliki. That's all he did. He had knowledge? Power. What kind of power? With Elohim? That's about it. Laban? I thought you were going to call the man lazy. I was like, shoot him now. It's pretty good. That's it. What, businessman? I never thought about that. Businessman? We kind of got shifted a time on business. Had 2 wives. What else? Ed said he used to sweat. No, I'm messing with who else? What'd you say? Assistant. Oh, consistent. I thought he said assistant. Because you didn't put your con in front of it. I thought man said he was assistant. He said assistant. Consistent. Okay, what else we know about him? Hold on. Talk more in your mask so I can hear you. What'd you say? He had favor. Mm-hmm. With what his name? You said with what his name? Oh, his Abba. His call-in-law. Said Pharaoh? Who is that? Said Pharaoh. Man, I'm looking at that because he's mad. Don't look up there. I think you throwing your voice. You know what I'm saying? His father-in-law? He had favor with Pharaoh. That's too. What you gonna say? Okay, what you say now? He said then he'll attack somebody with a vacuum cleaner. I didn't, man. Oh, he attached it like that. Man, I thought that meant he had a vacuum cleaner. I know they'll get you in there. You like, come on, Steph, Dad, don't do that. Throwing the vacuum cleaner. All right, let's look at something. Let's look at how he barak the Benin. Well, come on. Let's look at Barashit. Tell them what chapter again. 49. Y'all turn to Barashit 49. And when y'all get through obeying, just obey what I tell you to do. And go to 48 and 11.
That's right.
Yeah, when you get through, y'all get through with every shepherd, y'all come on here and obey this one. Yeah, you all right. He was in the spirit. 48 and 11. Let's see how they work out. Listen.
And Yahusha said unto Joseph,
What did it sound?
I had not thought to see thy Pani, and lo, Elohim hath shewed me also thy seed.
Mm-hmm. What happened? He tied, hold on, 49, you're at 49. Let's go with me now. See that, Dexter? That said, I'm growing. 40 and 11. Yahusha said to Joseph, I did not think to see your Pani, and behold, Elohim also caused me to see your descendants. You see that? I didn't even think to see your face, let alone your descendants. What happened?
And Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he shakar himself with his Pani to the Arat.
Drop down to 17, 20. Let me see 20. Let's see 20. Listen.
and Barakah them that Yum, saying, in thee shall Yasharal Barak, saying, Elohim make thee as Ephraim.
He'll make you like who?
Ephraim.
Which means he want them to do what? Fruitful. Ephraim was going to be fruitful. That's his name, fruitful. That's why he put him over Yasharal. Ephraim is who ruled over Yasharal. So Yasharal was supposed to be fruitful. What were they told in Barashit? The ox.
Fruitful and multiply.
So, okay, Yasharal is just like a tree planted by the river Ma'im. Just like the ox, set my rain. So he's going to be fruitful. So he gave him a title and put somebody on to make sure that he was supposed to be. That's how we know he was not getting rid of. That's why they put, he had not forsaken Yasharal. I don't know why people think that. I put Ephraim over them because I want them to be fruitful. And
As Manasseh.
thus,
And he said Ephraim before Manasseh.
see that? He took Manasseh was the oldest. He took Ephraim, but we already heard that, ain't it? That the elder was supposed to serve the younger. All right, let's see what happened.
And Yasharal said unto Yosef,
Do what?
Behold,
What you finna do?
I move,
Uh-huh.
but Elohim shall be with you,
And do what?
and bring you again unto the bed of your Abba.
See that? Let's see.
Moreover, I have given to thee one portion above thy king.
Hold on, what did he do now?
Moreover, I have given to thee one portion above thy king.
Who gave it to him? Read it again.
Moreover, I have given to thee one portion above thy king,
What is it?
which I took.
You
out-
said which the Lord did what now?
which I took
From who?
out of the hand of the Amorite with my sword and with my bow.
You never did read that, did you? Y'all didn't know that man fight like that, did you? When did you read that story? He ain't gave nothing the Lord gave him. He said, I gave you what I took.
Right.
And I did it with my sword and my bow.
Right. Right.
People don't know our portfolio. White folk make you think all we did is sit around and prayed and ran for folk.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said, I took it. I did it with my sword and my bow. And he said, who was with him? His name said it all. I ruled just like Elohim. I took it. You heard what Yahuwah said, let him have it. And I took it.
Yeah.
See, if you ever learn who you was, these people know how dangerous that is. Cause a lot of stuff you want to sit back and beg and one of these people give you nothing, you'll take it. Hello? That's how we operate. I said, man, why would they teach you about us? No Christian church gonna teach that. We don't try to teach. You trying to teach peace, love. We're gonna have a Sunday. I want y'all to come Sunday morning. We're gonna have a gun turn in. I'm gonna give y'all $50 for y'all gun, or I'm gonna give you a turkey for Thanksgiving. If you know how to use your gun, you gotta kill all the turkeys you want. Why you get up your gun for a turkey sandwich? Go out in the woods and hunt and kill your turkey and keep your gun. They just look good on the surface. See, people don't tell you about our people. I don't know. See, our people are different people than what they try to tell you about. You know, these people don't deserve it. They're not supposed to have it, and I took it from them. Hello? Jacob was a fighter. I don't know. Abraham was a fighter. They never taught us Abraham would fight.
Yeah.
I don't know why these people teach about these peaceful walking around people, praying people all the time. Up on the rock, on the fig tree, just praying, waiting on somebody to come throw something out the bushes to them. I don't know where these people got it from. These folk were rich. They were possessors of stuff. These people own stuff. These people had stuff. These people had stuff they just kept back and they just kept for itself. He let it be known. So I'm going to give you something above your kings. I'm going to give you something that I took myself. And I took it from the Amorites with my sword and with my bow. Hello? Now you look at his brother, his was told him to be a cunning hunter. So was he. Hello? They told you that Yaakov was a plain man, smooth skin, he didn't do nothing. Sit around, scared of everybody. All the tell lies and fake people. That man said, I took some land. Hello? Don't worry about it. Ain't got nothing to do with your salvation. You'll be all right. That's why I asked them whether they really know about him. I just want to say, what did you know about him? Pretty much what they'll tell you. They'll tell you a cute little story and keep you somewhere where you really don't need to know a whole lot about him. And he told you how he prayed. He asked God about it, and God told him to give it back because it's wrong to take from people.
No, sir.
Man, kept it so he can get it to him. All right, don't worry about it. Come on, finish over here so I can get him out of here. 17th chapter of the book of Yukonon, so I can get out of here. Yukonon 17:2. I'm trying to move on through, but this is what he asked. He said, just as you have given him authority over all, Adam had that, so that he may give
Alam
Kai, eternal life, to all those whom you have given him. That's who he can give it to. Everything in his possession, he could do it. You know what Dawood could do, and Yahusha had swore when they come in? They had a decision whether they could kill you or let you live. When the Gibeonites came in us, they saw us and told us their story, and it was similar to our story. And guess what we did? We granted them life. We let them live. This ain't, what he tell you is what we already did. That's what we did. We granted people life or death. When he told us we going to take it, it was in our hand, our power to give you life or give you death. Because we would have been in on Yahusha. Hello? So we made a decision whether we let you live or not. And that's what he's going back to look at. Everything under Adam's authority, Adam could decide whether to live or die. Why would these people want you to have that kind of understanding? Who you think you is, God or something? Sit around and decide folk live or die? Who you think you is? The Most High? That's why we keep that cord. Keep that thing real tight. Y'all got it? And what is this?
Alam Kai.
Now this is eternal life. To do what?
They might know thee.
Why is this important to us? Anybody know why this is important for us? Gotta be tough, taught. I agree with what you're saying. What does it say? Words of the devil? Words of death. Kerry, I didn't know what you were saying for me. I was trying to figure that out. Had to come to Yahusha. What about the fact y'all just read in the book of Yahusha? When he told you about when Yahusha was a yada, when he was an infant. And he told you about how he yakra his being out of Mitzrayim.
Right.
Then he told you he took him in his arms.
Right.
And that he didn't even know that I was the one that healed him. So it was a benefit to have the information. Now he's trying to tell you, now this is Alam Kai, eternal life, to know you. Because he told you they didn't know him. They didn't know me. If they didn't know who was healing them, how are they going to keep existing and living? It's going to be important for you to know him. And you get around that. That's why he would tell them in the book of Yeshayahu and Yukonon that all your benim, because he done told you why. Because they don't know me. Didn't Yeshayahu tell y'all that? The olive and the donkey. But Yahusha, they do not, which at this point going to cause them to do what? They're going to commit qatar. They're going to go backwards. You're going to go backwards. You're going to commit qatar because you don't know. That's why people commit it and miss the mark, because they don't know what the mark is. You don't even know what the standard is. Why would you not be committing qatar? You don't know what the mark is. You don't even know who set the mark. That's why they need to know me so they can live. So we have this cord. I'm going to attach them to the cord so they can live. That's why we read the Ketuvim, so we can get attached to the cord. That's our consolation. We was in this, except Yahuwah had left us what we had been like, and made like a seed as a child. And what that seed will take root. It's going to attach itself. When you pull that thing out, guess what you're going to pull up? You're going to pull up the root and you're going to pull some of the dirt that it attached itself to. Y'all see what happened? So when Yahuwah cut us off, he did not totally cut us off. That's why he said, and leave the root. And leave the root. Leave them an attachment. So they can still be connected, so they can obtain life. That's why we here. But we never looked at it that way. You know what he did? He gave us hope. He gave us hope. Gave us faith. No, the man gave us a cord. He said, that's what I did. I took cords when you was an infant, so you could still stay attached. You come from an attachment. So I want to make sure we stay connected when you came out. And this is a long kai to know you, that you alone are Elohim, and Yahushua, the Mashiach, the anointed one, whom you have
Sent.
That's our connection. That's how we connect back. Yahushua is just like a cord for us. That's the cord. He came back and connected us. Our being, his being. That's our connection. Hello? We needed a cord. We needed an attachment. The writing let us know that we were still connected. Go on, give me the 14th verse so I can get out of here. I'm sorry, I make y'all sleepy. Hey, baby, sleepy. Hey, baby, better not wake up in Sheol. Cause it's important for us to know this.
Yes, sir.
I know I give y'all a lot of talk too. Y'all need to know that too. I teach y'all not only just how to operate with Yahuwah, which is all entail, but you need to know what your adversary is doing to you. Let me tell you something. I can give you all the teaching in the world, uplifting in the world with this. But if you get out here and you don't know these angles these people coming at you with, man, you're going to give up and you're going to quit. It's so many things. Don't you know that man know that people observe the Shabbat? He know that people that go on Sunday show a sign, they show some type of form of. So he's got to make sure he keep enough stuff out here to keep you where you stay discombobulated. Y'all know how many people don't focus, don't align themselves in here because they're out there? They don't understand the tag. Nobody understands. Nobody understands. They struggle. Nobody understands your plight. Nobody can explain it to them correctly. Nobody can make every feeling is wrong other than the Jesus feeling. So I try to go over things with us that we really deal with, that when we leave him, this doesn't go away. I don't forget this when I got the door. I got to get no, this goes with me. I have to keep this attachment. I understand I'm in embattlement when I'm out here. I know there's other predators on the tag, so I'm always on the watch. Y'all got it. The people we came from, they had Elohim, relationship with Elohim. Why you got to go out here with a sword and a bow? Why do you need a sword and a bow and arrow? When you got, what is it about, that looks ridiculous. How you think you serve the Lord and you got a bow and arrow and a sword? Don't the Lord provide? No, yeah, he provide, but it's going to be through our ability, through our relationship with him. We're supposed to subdue it, meaning everybody ain't going to just lay down to us. Quit thinking you're going to speak to somebody going to lay down. Somehow we're going to physically put it down. That's just being honest, and that's why people give up. I've been speaking about it and praying about it. Sometimes you're going to forcefully put it down. That's the plight we got. Okay, let's see what he told him. Because I told y'all earlier, you don't have to hear a man. All you have to do, that's why he told me he was going to raise up somebody like Mushah, because he's going to put his word in Mushah's mouth. And everybody's going to have to hear the one he told, because he's going to have it. And whoever don't do what he say, that's who he's going to cut off. Listen.
I have given them thy debar.
Ho. I thought he had it. I thought Yahusha had it. According, did I miss somebody? Because he said that he told Mushah that he was going to raise up somebody like him. And he was going to put the bar in his mouth. And you got to do all that he commands you to do. So you don't have to hear a man today. This sounds like he passed the baton. So let me ask you a question. Would this possibly mean that if you don't hear who he gave what he said to him, that same punishment gonna come to you, that he's gonna require that from you? Because now he said, I have given them what I want to say.
Your word.
The same thing you told me is what I told them. But
The Elam hath hated them,
since
because they are not of the Elam,
just,
as I am not of the Elam.
let's see what happened.
I prolong not that thou shouldest take them
I shall
out,
not employ you that you should take them from the Elam,
but that thou shouldest keep them from the Rashi.
but only that you would guard them from what is Rosha. I'm not asking you to take them out. I'm just asking you to guard them. Put a protection around them. They,
Are not of the Elam,
from the Elam,
even as I am not of the Elam.
just as also I'm not from the Elam, from the world.
Kudash them,
Kudash them, with your amath, truth.
Thy debar is Amad.
Your word is truth. That's what caused us to separate. Because now, think about what he just said. He just told him not to take him out of the world, which we already know, don't kill him. But he just told him to do what? Guard them. So come on for a minute. Have that you the world. Come on. You come here. You come over. Now you trying to get over there to him. See, I'm gone. That's what he prayed for. Mm-hmm. No. What he prayed, step right now. He just prayed. He just told him to make him kudash through the debar. When the world tried to come at you, you come. He's supposed to avoid it because of the word. I'm not finna sit here and do this. This not happening. The word is supposed to make him to avoid, if hypothetically she's the world. He just told him how he's gonna make him kudash. I just told you to keep him from what make him kudash. How? By the word. What does the word prescribe? She want to go to the bar and go drinking. Okay, go drink. Come, sit down. Come, sit down. Come. Hurry, sir. My brother Jack called. Come from me. Come. No, Cam. Come. How about that? Now she want to go to the bar. She want to go drink. Go ahead and go with her. Go. Hold on, come here from me. Hold on. She want to go smoke some marijuana and lace it with some crack. Okay, go ahead, go with her. You see what I'm saying? That's right. You see, that's good. But you see what I'm saying? Come on, no, Carrot, no. He'll give a Maliki to come and hold him from smoking. He's not doing that. What does the word prescribe? Cam, I did want that bill. I know it, Cam. No, Cam. You good. But y'all understand how, because you're thinking, this is what the Lord watch over, the Lord kept, he would have given me some angels. What did you see angels? He just told him to keep them. He said, hold on, back to verse 17. 16, I shall not employ, 15, shall not employ you that you take them from the rock. Because you think that's not where you're going to be perfect. He's going to take you out. You got to die to be perfect. No, but only that you would guard them from what is. Well, how do we know what's Rasha? The bar describes it. It gives us a description of everything that's Rasha. Let's see. Angels coming. Come on. They are not of the alarm, just as also I'm not from the alarm. Okay? Kudash them, which is to separate, to set aside for a particular purpose, with the angels from heaven. With your mind. What is a mind? Your word is the truth. That's how I'm going to keep him from going to the liquor store, smoking, from committing adultery and homosexuality. It's going to be the word. He's not going to send no angel down. He'll send an angel swiftly down here to stop him. No, the word is supposed to do that. When you're not operating after the fashion of the world, when you're operating in the fashion of the world, the word don't have no power over you. To him, you're savage because you're untamed. You don't have discipline for the word. These men he was asking about were disciplined from the world. That's why I can say, let the word separate them. Let the word guard them. The word will keep them if you give it to them. Let's see. Because they're the only people he gave this to. Listen. 18.
And thou, as thou hast sent me into
Just
the
as
alarm,
you have sent me to the alarm,
even so have I also sent them.
which
to the
made them
alarm.
Shalachims. So Yahusha, when in the 3rd chapter of the book of Abari, it'll tell you consider the apostle, the Shalach, because he was sent. See, they taught us, this is what how dumb they are. First of all, apostle don't, impostor, what these preachers are. This is what they tell you the apostle is, someone who's been taught by Jesus or were with Jesus. He revealed it to them by or they were taught by. This is the lie they tell you. That's not true. He just told you what a shalach was. That was a sent one. That's what a shalach is, somebody that was sent. But see, they get you into the Christian height, because you know, according to what they say, the Pope is an apostle, the cardinals are apostles. See, they make a fool out of them. These people tell you that, why would I want to be taught by Jesus? Jesus is an imprisonment. That's a lie. That's a false premise. He's saying they are shalachs. You sent me, and I am sending them. Let's see how credible these guys are. So what you do?
And for their sakes,
I can't imagine.
I kodash myself,
On.
that they also might be kodash through the Ahmad.
Listen, I kudash myself on their behalf so that they may also be kudash with the Ahmad. So because of the word, I'm separating myself. So they will have an example. But you just can't come in and do something so they can see how I'll allow the word to cause me to separate from behaviors.
Right,
So they'll also have something to follow.
right.
All right, let's see. However,
Neither law I for these alone,
I employ you not only on their behalf,
but for them also, which shall amount on me through their debar.
let's see what it said. However, I employ you not only on their, I'm not just asking you this on their behalf, but also on the behalf of those who are mine, believe in me through the what? Of?
Their debar.
That's important because the part is the opening.
Right.
And that's what he told you he's going to do with the one he sent. Listen to my feet. That's how you know I was sent. That's, it come from your mouth. See, you got these stupid people. A shoe can talk. Amazing, we read this, and he went back the same thing he told you when he told Musa, that I'm going to put my word in his mouth.
Right.
So we're looking for this to come from the opening of their mouth.
Right.
So we're looking for those words to come back and connect us.
Right.
We just want to be right at the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
Have y'all understood these things?
Yes, sir.
Then all kaboo to Miss Yahuwah. That's two.